Hello there. Thank you for joining us for another exciting episode of the Council of Reads. Exciting is probably overstating it.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Are you? That makes one of us.
Whatever day this is exciting.
In case you were wondering, this is a show about comics, movies, toys, and the droid attack on the Wookiees. I'm Jason. I'm not Jason. I'm
Jason.
Dylan. He's Jason.
I'm Dylan.
Off the rails.
You don't even know your own name. You
No,
don't
I
get your
don't. This
own
is
name.
Dave.
I
wrong.
don't. I'm already losing my mind on episode 4.
Isn't it? And
Lastly, because he's least, is Dave.
Good job, Dave.
That's why you're last, Dave.
Our two featured comics this week are Batman Superman 16 and Alien #1. And also, we have heaps to say about the Invincible animated series, of course.
Oh, yeah, heaps to say.
It's 10 years overdue. And episode 2 of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Very good, very good.
Yep.
Really excited to talk about them. But first, we've got comics to talk about that Fomi is dropping on the floor.
Alrighty.
It is
You
decent.
want to go Batman Superman first?
Yeah, Batman Superman. I was really excited about this issue because it draws heavily from the 1940s serials.
The old timers.
Yeah.
Film.
Yeah, so you have like old school villains. Spider Lady.
Yep.
I think she's from the Superman serial. Dr. Atom, who's based on Atom Man from a movie called, who could have guessed it, Superman versus Atom Man. Yeah.
Genius title.
Genius. That was like the first on-screen appearance of Lex Luthor.
Yep.
And I really love that movie. So I was like, oh man, I gotta read this. And something really interesting about this, show Dave when you got a sec, is the story is formatted kind of like 2 reels of film.
Check that out, Dave.
So at the start of the story, the writer's like, hey, you can read the Superman story, which is everything on the top of the page, and then go on to read the Batman, or you could read both at the same
How'd
time.
you do it?
I went all Superman first,
Of course you did.
and all Batman first, because I just felt like...
Nah, what page? What page?
No.
Page? What page?
So hang on, you both did it differently.
Yes.
Yet it both make sense without too much
Yes,
issue.
yes, yes.
Yes,
Good. Okay. That's
Because
really
it's cool
good
'cause
writing,
you
man.
see
it is.
elements.
That's really good writing.
You see elements of the others, like the Batman story in the Superman story,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Like similar beats
Yes,
happening.
it's all leading to the same path.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
And then there's a crossover moment, shall we say?
yeah.
But it was a cool idea.
It was really, really cool, really different.
Yeah.
And you could tell Yang, he put a lot of thought into that.
Yeah.
You would have to.
Since when was Undertaker a DC villain?
Can we talk about that?
Well, yeah.
Alright.
Well, I didn't think he looked like Undertaker.
Oh, come on.
Not really. He doesn't have long hair.
It's just
Not like Prime Taker,
it's
but...
just Bane,
It's
is
Bane.
it not?
Yeah,
Hey.
essentially with especially a tube going in the back of his neck.
Yes.
I think that's
It's-
more.
Spoilers.
Let's take has changed again since he's
Alfred Bane.
Alfred.
Yeah, it's Alfred.
Oh, it is too.
Spoilers. Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah, that's
So,
spoiler.
essentially, the gist is, in the Superman film, let's say, Batman doesn't exist. Bruce Wayne is there, but Batman doesn't exist. Vice versa. So, in the Batman film, Superman does not exist.
Oh,
They go into this guy's collection, and one of the coolest moments of the book is they find the rocket, and with a dead, like
Yeah,
a baby skeleton on
Ooh.
the
Yeah.
inside.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh shit.
And like in the Superman side of things, like both the Waynes didn't die in Alley. She survived. Martha survives.
Yeah,
So like
so-
Bruce doesn't have the drive. Like obviously, it just, and
okay.
it didn't lead to Batman.
and he's
That's
a bit
cool.
of a coward.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
Oh, man.
That's
So this is
interesting.
like Elseworlds, or like...
Essentially.
not- yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Because they've been very unclear on
How
where it's supposed to set, what it's supposed to be doing, what the deal is. But damn, it was good. Just real classic versions of them.
Very.
But just a really good story, and the real double story gimmick worked really well, especially because they're going so heavy on the serial. Ivan Reis,
I was just
man.
going to say, the art
It's
is fantastic.
beautiful.
It's so
isn't it?
good.
Ivan Reis is such a nice artist.
He'll sell me on any book.
and it's the same guy that wrote Superman Smashes the Clan.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
let's
was
take that back again.
incredible.
It's the same guy, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Superman Smashes the Clan was based on an episode of the 40s radio play, Clan of the Fiery Cross, I think
Yes,
it was
yes,
called.
yes, yes.
And that, in turn, was based on like a first-person account of what was happening with the KKK.
Yep.
And apparently, when that show aired, it like
Brought
basically
numbers down and
brought
stuff,
numbers
right?
down
Yeah,
of
yeah.
recruitment for the KKK,
I
and
think-
it was a big deal.
Because at the time, it wasn't as looked down upon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it was the type of thing that woke some people up. I was like, oh, maybe we're not doing some good stuff here. If Superman thinks we're bad guys, we might have to have a look at ourselves. Obviously, not everybody took that warning, but yeah, it's supposedly a massive drop-off at
yeah.
the time, right?
Yeah.
Especially, like, in California. Because, you know, especially not being Americans, you think Klan, you think more Southern.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It's just the way
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, they were having problems, I guess, obviously against the Asian community at the time, being San Francisco and stuff like that. But yeah, it was very... Superman Smashes the Klan, I highly recommend.
It was really
It's
good.
a great book.
Yeah, he killed it.
You read it? Yeah?
Killed
Yeah.
on that. So I always was... Him doing a Golden Age Superman, solid.
Yeah.
I was like, I've got to check that out. And very impressed. But yeah, the rocket thing, wow.
That
wow.
was so
I
cool.
just saw that.
Yeah?
That's why I went
That
back.
hunk of kryptonite in it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was great.
Yes.
So if there's elements of each one, are they two separate universes?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Yeah, because, yeah, obviously, back in the 40s, there was no shared universe thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So it's kind of reflecting that.
Good concept.
Yeah. Also, did you
okay.
notice there's, like,
Alright,
tech
yeah.
in everything?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
it's very
yeah.
modern.
Yes.
It's like they're trying to... Yeah, I don't think they're telling a flashback. It's just a different Earth, right?
Yeah, it's like the 90s Superman animated series where
Yes.
everything kind of felt
Oh,
50s.
Art Deco.
Art Deco, yeah.
Yes, yes.
But modern.
Not quite.
Yeah. Like Jimmy's got
Yeah.
like a drone that he can control to take photos and stuff.
Yeah, that was the first
Yeah.
thing I'm like...
What is that?
I thought this is Golden Age Superman. What do you mean Jimmy's got a drone? I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't wait to read the rest of that.
yes, yeah, I'm very keen for the next issue. Very keen. No, it's good stuff.
You're gonna buy that or what for me? Looking at it or what?
No.
Why not? Because it's Superman and you don't like Superman?
Because I'm still catching up from 2019, buddy.
That's a good answer.
So
You just
big
added to the
answer.
pile.
He's
Also.
probably still at
But books just keep going to that standing order, so you know it doesn't finish. So all I got to do is catch up, but I can't add also more and more
Yes.
from the opposition.
It's a good break.
That's
It's a good break from the old Superman Batman. It's like, I wonder what Clark is thinking. I wonder
Yes.
what Bruce is thinking. Oh my god, does he like me?
What do you think of the... I know DC with this new Infinite Frontier semi-relaunch, they didn't go new number ones. You know,
Yeah.
obviously they've done it before. But geez, I think this probably should have been a number one.
I reckon, yeah.
Like, because it's so not connected to the first 15 issues of the series.
I reckon
Like, I think
Superman,
it probably should have had a new number one.
Superman in action as well.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, Justice League I thought as well.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
you read Action this week?
yes, I did.
Okay.
I liked it. Was
Yeah.
that just like a two-part story?
I guess, I don't know, it's so weird, because
So maybe...
I felt like I was reading a Superman book from the 90s. Read Superman last week. This week was Action, and it was part 2 to the Superman
Yes.
story.
Okay.
I was like, where's me triangle on the cover?
Yeah.
No triangle, come on DC, pick up your game. I need me triangle.
Wait, the moment you don't like, the moment you hope for number ones,
Yes.
and all the
I
time
was actually
previously
gonna
you've been
ask that because-
bitching about, oh my god, number ones again and again.
I'm always pretty happy with number ones, to be honest, because I understand the business side of it. Straight up, number one sell more.
Yeah.
It's got
And
its
if it's a new
place.
fresh team, I've got no problems with a new, because you know, especially when you're cataloguing stuff as well, it's just series 5 and
Yeah.
it just continues on. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't mind new number ones, and I thought it's funny that when we were talking about the other, you look at you shaking.
I
your
don't
head.
like number one. You know.
See, when I got up to the 10th Captain America number 1, I stopped caring. That battle is lost.
Yeah, as long as the stories are good, the art's good,
Yep.
I don't give a damn.
Yep.
Yeah, but it doesn't even have the volume anymore.
They haven't had volumes in forever.
Yeah.
You can't
No,
go by
but,
volume,
like,
you gotta go by year.
If I'm gonna put, if I didn't know any better and I got this, and got an older Batman, Superman, I'm like, which one came first?
That's
I
why
can't
we're here.
Tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely staff of the comic shop.
Very much so.
To help you because it is confusing sometimes.
An extra
And you can
number on
also-
the front would be great.
Marvel does that. They
Yeah,
have
I know.
legacy numbers.
Yes.
You know, I thought this action was good. So
Yeah.
this is part 2 to the Superman story from last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Superman 29
Yes.
and then Action
10.
1029.
And like Phil Hester doing both. I'm like, how's Phil Hester going to be doing 2 books a month? But I really liked this.
It was really good. It was a really good John story.
Yes.
Yeah, I've liked
Yeah, because you hadn't really had anything good
Yeah.
John-wise
Hang on,
since...
isn't this the one
Bendis.
from the other week?
Same on.
Yeah, it's the
Same-
second
yeah.
part.
They're just
Oh, okay.
doing two books.
It's just a really same start when you were talking about
Yes,
how,
yes, yes.
how he looked on the first page.
Yes.
Won't go back into that.
Yeah.
You can so see that being animated too.
Oh well,
Like, it's
especially
clear
since we
it's-
just what we've watched over the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's clear like
It's got a bit of that vibe though, because
It's very
Hester's
much-
got that style
Yes.
of art.
It's cool though.
You know.
It was good. It was solid.
I'm getting a little bit more sold on the art. I was.
when that's
Same.
turned into an animated comic with the slowly moving panels and shit. That look.
Because you know what the thing is, you look at him and like you look at a panel, and go, but he's very good at storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, like
yes.
what he lacks in maybe.
Even just by flicking, you can
yeah.
you can see what's going on. you
Yeah,
can get a good gist of
he's
what's
very
going
good
on,
at laying
which
stuff
is-
out and hitting
Oh,
it.
well.
Yeah, dude. How cool was
Hello.
that?
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Yes.
nice nod to some
Yes.
different art too.
Big,
Oh,
he
big
looks-
last panel.
wow.
Oh yes, please.
And he looks so much cooler than he
Yes.
usually does.
a little uglier.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
There's a
Midnight.
backup.
Yeah,
I didn't bother. Did you read the
No.
Midnight?
I still haven't read the Bieber.
So
part,
yeah, I was gonna
the
say.
Bieber.
So the backups don't seem to be really kicking off a huge amount in this circle so far. with
Yeah.
There's
you
been a
two.
couple of good ones, but a couple I haven't bothered to read because I'm like, I wouldn't read a Midnight book.
And do they swap around? Like I think last time you were talking about a Justice League Dark one in Superman. I think it
Justice
might
League.
have- in
Yeah,
Justice League.
yeah.
So will that
They're
stay
trying
in Justice
Yes,
League?
I think so.
Okay.
I think they're trying to tie up stuff generally that will go together. Like I read Detective Comics this week. So Detective Comics, he's got a Robin backup.
Right.
So that makes sense. And because even Midnighter, they've just now Superman and Authority book coming, so obviously that's leading to that. Like stuff matters. Did you read that? Anyone read Detective?
No, I don't think I've.
Oh,
took that.
I had to read it just for Dan Mora's art. Oh,
Yeah, I did have a look.
so pretty, so pretty.
He's great.
And it's different. Like, I actually,
Yeah?
because like the whole status quo now is he's got no money. Yeah.
Oh, that's stuck.
Stuck. Yeah. So
Okay.
Bruce is broke. He's not living at the mansion. He's living like in an apartment in the middle of Gotham,
Oh,
and he's got his toys. He's getting around by the sewer system. He's got sewer tunnels. He's, he's building his own little mini caves in the sewers.
that's
Alright,
really cool.
I really liked it.
Because
And like the city, yeah.
What is Detective, not Batman?
He's a detective, yes. But the same sort of stuff's happening in Batman as well, I think. But yeah, it was really good. And same with the mayor and all that stuff, the anti-vigilante.
okay,
So at least it's something different
that's
for
cool.
Batman.
Yeah, because I've been so tired of that same.
Yeah, it's Batman.
Like, as much as you complain when they change it sometimes, like
Yes. You got to get that balance right.
yeah.
You got to do new stuff sometimes.
It's like when Superman moved to the farm
Yep.
and had a farm
Yep.
with his kid. Like that was cool. That was different.
Sure.
But it was like the first time the character had evolved since like what
Yes.
the 80s.
Yes.
No, you got to remember Straczynski's run.
Superman.
Yeah, Superman goes for a walk.
Yeah, that was a
Walk
good one.
across America.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
It's
good.
so good. Cap's doing it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we're still doing DC, before we move on to the other big book Alien, what about Teen Titans? Did you check out Teen Titans?
Yes, I did.
What do you think? I thought that was pretty good.
I believe I need a reminder. So, wait, did I read this? I think I started it.
Ah,
Yeah, that's right. Because, yeah.
that was
I
good.
hadn't read everything, and then, on
Yeah,
Sunday I was
yeah,
like, oh yeah, I'll finish them off, and it was super busy.
Yeah, and you just didn't get to it.
Yeah, I got like 2 pages.
No, I
in.
thought that was good.
Yeah, I did like what I read.
So the Teen Titans, they're starting a school. So it's like Teen Titans Academy or Titans Academy. So there's sort of 3 levels. You got the staff. You have a little X-Men, a little Avengers Academy back in the day. So the staff is like the classic New Teen Titans. Headmistress is Starfire. And then the Teen Titans are like sort of the senior grade, and they go out on missions. And the students are the students. So you've got to eventually
Right.
age up to become a Teen Titan, and then you might become a Titan after that.
Oh, so Teen Titans is
Yeah,
like
very, very much of that
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
New 52 Wally West.
Yes.
What's it?
Lobo's daughter, Crush.
Crush?
Okay.
And what's his brick guy's name again?
Brick guy.
Magic
Brick
Brick Man.
guy.
Oh, he was in Red Hood. I can't remember his
I don't
name.
know. They only met. He gets no time. He's got Thunderbolt though. J King
Oh,
Thunder.
Yeah.
And the ball guy. Who's roommates with the guy who like. Man, okay. So kids. Supposed to. One kid's moving into his new room. He's like, I'm supposed to get a room by myself. And the other guy's like, I'm supposed to go by myself. Well, whatever. And so the new kid, one's a student and one's one of the guys that's on the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
So the new kid, the Teen Titan guy's like, what's your powers? Making a tube? He's like, yeah. He's like, doesn't sound very helpful. You can do anything else? No. He's like, hey, don't you just make balls? So they put in a room the guy who makes balls and the guy who makes a tube. And I was like, oh, that's some top shelf writing right there. There's 2 thumbs up from Jason. Made me giggle.
Wow.
Wow.
But it's all about the Red X and...
Okay.
I thought it was pretty good though. Like, very X-Men-y vibes. Very
looks like it.
something different for Teen Titans because they've come. Teen Titans has not got traction in a long time.
Yes.
Because one, it's just either always the classic, Perez era guys. Like they've been Teen Titans for 40 years.
Yes.
Like they're well established.
They were great when they were Young Justice.
Yes, Young Justice was the best Teen Titans book since Wolfman and Perez.
Very much so.
Yeah, that's why they stole the name for a cartoon because it was a good name. It was a good book. But that was good. Finish reading that, Dylan.
Yeah, for sure. I love the art.
Yeah, that from here
It's very
looks
nice.
Very nice.
Well, I must say, out of the last few weeks reading all these DC books that I haven't read a lot of DC lately, man, they got some quality art across the board. Well,
Next book.
maybe not so much this one. Harley Quinn, Rossimo's on art, and I like Rossimo, but he's very acquired taste, shall we say. He's got the goofiest heads in the
I'm
business.
not a fan.
I
I saw that he was doing Future State.
yeah,
Future State Legion,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't.
yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of pin-uppy.
The head suits the Harley Quinn.
What about the
It's
rest
not
of
too
the heads,
bad.
though?
But saying that, the book was also pretty straightforward
Yeah.
for Harley
Oh,
these
okay.
days. It was not so goofy.
Not super.
So I was like, no, it's alright.
I don't mind that Batman.
When I looked at it, I was like, ugh. But when I read it, it was not so bad.
Yeah,
But I do like
that
his
Batman,
stuff.
Actually.
But sometimes you'll just get a shot of a head. Like later on, there's these guys stories about the clowns during the Joker War. Obviously, some people sided with Joker and causing problems, so the city's against them. He's got like his big clown tattoo. I'm not sure if it's on his neck or what the
Right
deal
now,
is.
man, that's weird as.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on, Rossimo, with your weird-shaped heads? Is this just a big fat
I think
neck?
that could be a goiter.
Yeah. I was like, what is going on here? Yes.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's trying to work work with Batman or whatever. Batman rocks up to her house and she's like looking for
I like that.
her pay or her allowance. She's like, it doesn't work like that. Oh, what do you mean Batgirl and Robin don't get any money? Come on! It was okay.
Okay.
Not great, but okay. If you like Harley Quinn, definitely check it out.
It's
But,
worth it just for the way Rossimo, what's his name? Rossimo does his Batmans. Those Batmans
Yeah.
are sensational.
Oh,
Everything
and
else.
Killer Croc I like too.
Oh,
But yeah, it's just some of the faces. Because I still don't know what to do with that
Oh,
Joker
man,
face
that's pretty
is.
cool.
it's like
Very brooding.
so
Oh,
brooding.
yeah.
Yeah.
Over. Like the first one. Where is he? This is bad audio. But that first page is
Oh,
sensational.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a bit schizophrenic looking at the book, to be
It
honest.
is, but
some
yeah.
pages are...
I really,
Blow
I
away
really
and the
like the
next
cello,
one.
so you know.
Yeah,
it's,
yes,
it's
similar,
the
very
same.
similar style. Well, not similar, but...
Also, very chaotic paneling as well.
Yes!
Yeah, that
Fits
was
the
really
book.
nice. Very nice layout.
Because when I flicked through it before I took it when it came in the shop the other day, I was like, oh. When I read it this afternoon, actually, I was like, this is pretty good. Like, art doesn't bad. Story was okay. Probably,
Definitely suits.
probably the weakest of the bunch this week.
The art definitely suits her more.
Yes.
than Legion.
Yeah.
For sure.
Quick survey.
Yes.
Art guy, writer guy.
Oh, writer if I have to come down to it, I think. Like, art's obviously important, that's what you see first. But it can be the nicest, prettiest book in the world, but if it's a crap story, what do I care?
Yeah.
Where the other way, if the story's amazing, art don't really do it for me, I can usually push through.
Yeah, I agree.
I think neither... They're both hard to overcome if you're not digging one or the other, but important story is more important than prettier pictures for me. I don't know. Everybody else?
I'm very similar to that, but at times I can push through if it is prettier pictures, even if I'm not reading as intensely as I would other books, and just more enjoying it for the art that is there.
Yep.
For sometimes, but very much the same in regards of writers, and I'll follow writers as well. So
Yes.
it doesn't matter what they are doing, but again, I've also got a couple of artists like that, but yeah, mostly writing.
Go on.
Bendis is Superman, right? You had Ivan Reis on art. Ivan Reis could not save that book for me.
Oh,
I was this close to buying it because Ivan Reis, right? But like, I just couldn't.
You didn't buy a Superman book?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, first I cancelled Action, all right, because Bendis was buying. He was writing Superman and Action,
Right.
and I was buying every issue up until like 20
Covers
something.
for most of them, wasn't it?
Two covers for most of them. Up to like issue 20, and then eventually I was like, I can't read Action anymore. This is just I can't. The story is just not good.
When I know you're mostly a DC boy, so when Bendis was doing a lot of Marvel stuff, were you reading any of that kind? Are you a Bendis fan? Like, is it Bendis as a writer, or is it Bendis because of Superman? And the way
Bendis
he wrote-
because of Superman. Because I read, Jason sold me on like New Avengers, and I bought
that's
like an
what I'm asking,
omnibus.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I love that stuff. That was good. Obviously, it does get a bit back and forthy.
Yeah.
But-
He's got a style. His
Yeah,
dialogue.
From Bendis.
Floating heads.
No.
Yeah.
But he's very divisive. Most people, so if you ask the internet, hate him. It seems.
We ask the
I
internet.
never
Everyone
got
hates
it.
everything.
But
So you don't ask the internet.
his best stuff
We love the internet
was
because
a
on the internet.
while ago.
Legion was good when he did Legion, but
Okay.
that was a team book.
Well, and
Yeah.
I think that is his strength,
Yes.
definitely.
And I like the
But-
Justice League.
But
Yeah,
unless
Justice League first
he's,
issue.
I guess, sometimes writing for female characters too, because those single, his earlier stuff, yeah. Okay. But
Yeah.
what about Quest as a whole, not just Bendis? So writers or artists?
Probably writer. Because yeah, like Jason, I could probably push through some bad art, and I have pushed through some bad art. Yeah, because I don't know. It's probably case by case as well.
Yes.
Sometimes like if it's Alex Ross and someone really bad, I'm sure you'd push through, right?
Yeah, so you have to read it.
Yes, you just look at the
look at the
pictures
pictures.
because it's
Yeah.
Alex Ross.
And like also, a story can have different elements. Like you might not necessarily like the book, but there might be something in the story you like a little subplot. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm interested. At least see, is there something going there?
You know, a certain character, where that character's going to
Yeah.
go, because you follow characters as
Yes,
well.
yes.
So, yeah.
So it's a hard question. It's not
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah, like you might like the dialogue, you don't like the plot, blah blah blah.
What are you, Dave?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew you. We knew you were a pretty
I'll tell
pitchy
you
boy.
why. The only example I could think of is when Brooke Baker's running Captain America with Steve Epting.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great, excellent. And then there was like a filler issue or two, and that just put me off. You know, like
See, I will say that run is arguably, if I had to pick, that might be my favourite comic of all time.
Yeah.
And my favourite issue of it is not Steve Epting.
Yeah, that Nomad story.
The
is
Nomad
excellent.
issue 7, not Epting, and it's not as pretty, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'll never forget reading that. I was like, I'm reading a special run. It's issue 7, and you just knew it was.
I need to read that again.
Yeah, well, after Friday, I'm always trying to read more of that, but it's finding the time, too much stuff to do these days.
Yes. Omni just sitting there.
Alright, let's get into some Marvel stuff. The other big book of the week we're going to have a look at was Marvel got the Alien franchise.
So I
Written
read.
by the guy that's writing Superman.
Yes.
Yes.
He's writing Superman.
He's doing double duty.
Yeah,
He's over at Superman, at DC, and Alien at Marvel.
and he's
Used to
got
say back in the day, going down across the street? Or,
Yeah. Cross the
Yeah,
country
cross
these
country
days.
these days, yeah.
because he did Last God, which is like an indie thing for DC. It was like a fantasy kind of thing, and then he did Empire Cap,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then he went back over.
Because he's a former in the army. He's in US Army, I think.
Yeah.
He's in the band corps, I think, technically, but like still a soldier. It's not,
Yeah.
not trying to knock the
No,
band
yeah,
guys.
still, yeah.
But that's I think what
Yeah.
he's really there for. And like he's done some pretty stuff there, so he knows stuff. Because I really like this issue. I was interested to see what Marvel were going to do with the aliens. And like one of the best first issues I read in ages. Because straight away I care about the dude. I care about his son. And I'm interested, like,
because they are holding back on the aliens.
yes,
I'll tell you
yes.
that, like.
Which makes it, I thought, made it good that I cared. Like, there's bugger all alien in it. It's set 20, 25 years after Aliens,
Yes,
roughly.
Okay.
So, like, basically, without getting too many spoilers, the basic idea of the issue is, dude, he's been stationed on a space station.
Looks
He's
like Nick
retiring. And he's coming home. He wants to try to reconnect to his son.
like
Obviously,
Long
something's
Helmet.
happened to his wife and kids. They've been lost. But his son that he's still here is part of like an anti Wayland Yutani terroristy type
yeah,
group
and he worked. The father worked for Wayland.
for the company. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is that John Barrow
very
from
interesting.
Punisher?
probably just retraced it.
It's
from.
Pretty brutal at the end too.
a bit of-
Yes.
When they do
Totally
their thing.
right.
Pow, pow, woo, woo. I really liked it.
I had a problem with the end. Okay, well, it's not a spoiler, but you know, you see pulse rifles
Yes.
through the story,
Yes.
the flashbacks and
Yes.
stuff, and then this is more just a knock on the artist, who is notorious for tracing, right? And there's at the end they're going through
Not that.
terrorists doing terrorist stuff. One of them shoots somebody. It's a modern day shotgun.
Yes,
It's a Spas
yes,
12,
Yes.
and this is
I
meant
did
to be
the same thing. It's like 2020.
yeah, it's 2,200, and it's a Spas 12.
Yeah.
Like I understand.
Antiques, bro. Antiques.
Understand, like, you know, Star Wars, right? That's a Luger with a scope on the side because it looks cool, you know? But you had pulse rifles. Pulse rifles don't look like modern guns. They look cool.
Was it big and square?
Yeah. And they've got the ammo counter. Like, do something. Put an ammo counter.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing on that
Yeah.
page. Like, what's with the guns?
Yeah. It's straight up, like, it doesn't even have some sci-fi bits on it. It's a Spas 12 stock.
Starship Troopers. Machine guns.
It's very good. Bishops in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Several.
Bishops. Yes, several bishops.
Yes.
Yes. Bishops like he's counselor.
Yes.
So I read this, and I'm an art guy too, but I like so La Rocca.
We talked about this last week.
I know.
Here we go again.
But we got a book to talk about.
Yeah,
you
no,
can look
no.
at the art.
Yeah, and
You can just tell how he's drawn it, and there's no weight to the pictures.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no. I don't feel. I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds alive. Sounds
No,
weird
no,
for a
no,
2D
no,
book.
no, you're 100% right.
But if you see like an Alex Ross book where he's painted it, and it feels heavy. It feels like there's weight to the art.
I think
This
it's
one is just like
I
weightless.
think it's pretty common in digital.
digital. That's what it feels. It just,
Yeah.
You
it
can- I
feels
can-
digital.
Yeah.
Not always. Some guys
Yeah,
are
some-
better at it than
some
others,
people
but
can-
a lot of guys I can tell if they draw on paper or
Yeah.
if they draw on a.
But that's the problem.
Mhm.
It feels digital.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. Like
It's so flat.
Digital can work
Yeah.
so
So
well.
flat.
There's
Flat.
that Marvel doco with Slot, and it
Yes.
shows the digital for the Iron Man 2020. That digital art was amazing.
Yes.
It worked really well, but it just makes me feel like I'm reading
2D.
Iron
It's like
Man
real-
from
yeah.
4
Like-
years ago that I just was not aesthetically enjoying.
The art is
unfortunately,
flat,
and, that,
you know,
and the art made me stop.
It's
Yeah.
2D, but it just
Yeah.
does not feel dynamic.
No,
Like
it's
some
not life.
artists, yeah.
And because I think it's not just that, it's the little things. Like I feel they don't they don't draw the backgrounds as much. It's not like artists like him. That's the problem. You look at like it's just the office, but everything's just smooth. You know, in the old days, dudes drawing pencils. There's a little lines on the desk.
Jimmy's
and
Batman's
some pencil. Yeah, you know, like
Scuffs on
guys,
the wall.
yeah,
wood
because they
grain.
leave it to the filters and the colorists to make that sort of depth or
Just
The
detail.
inkers.
yes,
Just detail.
just draw
The
it.
traces.
Everybody, pencils, bro. Papers, pencils.
I know what you mean, Nick, because you look at like Daniel Warren Johnson, who does he did Murder Falcon and Wonder Woman: Dead Earth. Every panel looks like it's moving. It's
Yes.
his dynamics is insane, right? And everything here it does look like a photo.
Flat.
Where when you're drawing sequential art, you can't just take a photo.
Yeah, you need the motion
Yes.
in the 2D art for, to pop, and that's
Yes.
nothing there.
I see like every background here, apart from like the alien ones.
Oh, the alien pages pop out huge on this. They're coloured a little different.
Yeah,
Um,
they're nice.
They,
They're
yeah,
really
they,
nice.
that was the only thing I dug about his art in it. Like the boringness of the talking scenes.
Accentuated.
Then you get the big double page alien. It's just in your
It's
face.
just cool because he just traced the aliens from pictures, and
Yes.
you can tell.
And it's a shame
100%
because
tell.
from what you're saying, the story is quite good.
Yeah.
You're sold on the characters,
Like-
but yeah, and yeah, as long as he
Otherwise,
keeps
I
tracing nicely. I
really
guess.
like the story.
Yeah, yeah,
Otherwise,
story's good,
besides
eh?
the art, even though
Yeah.
I do prefer artists over author writers. But
Yes.
the story in this is it made me not. It took me out of the art.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can push through. I was
Yeah.
interested
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And
Talking
because
about
it's
it.
different, like, it's not just, cool, the Marines have gone to this place.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
The lights go out. The next thing somebody's
It
eating my
is,
alien.
yeah, that's
It's like sort of the opposite of that.
it's.
I also like that Whale and Yutani just cannot learn their lesson.
No, they can't help themselves.
They can't help themselves. Every time they try
Genoa.
to domesticate an alien, it's backfired on them, but they can't help it.
Yeah, it's happened like twice already.
Yeah.
More than that if you count like
Other
Prometheus.
stuff.
Yeah, every single time you've seen an alien, it's backfired on
Yes.
Whale and Yutani.
Yeah, like chronologically, this is like after Alien 2, so you still would have had Alien, and then Aliens.
Yep.
And then Prometheus, I guess.
Prometheus before all them.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, if you're an Alien fan, I highly recommend.
It's a really good book.
I think it's better than the Dark Horse stuff of the last few years. You know, the old school 90s Dark Horse Alien and Predator stuff was amazing. There's been a couple of okay books, but for the most part, sometimes they just felt they were going through the motions.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what
it's just Alien.
It's exactly what it was.
Yes.
It's like when they're doing Star Wars books.
Yes.
It's like, oh, here's another Star Wars
That's
book.
right. The classic 90s Dark Horse Star Wars is better than anything Marvel's does generally. But the last few years of Dark Horse were, when Marvel got Star Wars, it was so fresh because you'd seen some different stuff and it was good. Yeah, I liked it. You read any other Marvel books or anything else this week?
Oh, Carnage. Did you read that?
Yeah, I did read Carnage.
I read most of that.
Carnage, we've got a couple of issues here. Carnage, Black, White and Blood, Marvel's new anthology series. They did a 4-part Wolverine series just wrapped up, and now this is a little 4-parter Carnage. So this one's got 3 stories. So basically black and white art with red for Carnage, basically. Carnage is red, the rest is all black and white, generally. 3 stories. And it's all out of continuity, and not just not just out of continuity. I think it's just the concept of Carnage. The second story is like a Wild West.
I was a bit
Carnage.
confused. I was going to ask
So
about
I think
that.
it's just a, hey Dylan, you got a Carnage story? Cool.
Oh.
You know, very just out of continuity.
Okay.
Cool stories.
Pretty cool looking though.
What if
Yeah.
in this? Because the first story is like
In Rome, right?
very but very
Yeah.
classic-y sort of Carnage fighting some guys
Yeah.
and whatever. And then the next story is this Wild West one.
That's cool, eh?
That is cool.
We want him
It's
on the
no-
horse.
Yeah, so crazy.
It's
Yeah.
no Venomsaurus Rex, but that is pretty
Yes.
damn cool.
And then the third story. Let me tell you about
Ooh.
the third story.
I couldn't do that one because you
Um,
needed a dice.
Yes. You need a D6 because it's choose your own adventures. So you read the first couple of panels and it tells you get your D6, roll it. If you get 3 or under, you go to this panel. Or if you get
And then at the
3
bottom
or-
here, if you're ready to move on, go to panel 7, and each panel is numbered.
Yep.
And it's quite a journey by the sounds of it.
I was laying there on bed reading my books the other night, and I'm like, I don't know where a dice is. So I just would pick a number in my head.
It's a nice one, Dave.
4. Because I was too lazy to get a dice. So guess what you had to do, Dylan?
And
Not
you know-
just, I got no dice, not read it. Sad.
Yeah, but it's not random.
And the opportunity for the
Random
reader
enough.
is if you get 4, you might get a pig-looking character blowing a police officer's head off. So some spines getting ripped out. It's just a beautiful Carnage issue.
Deke from Warhammer Liverpool shop. G'day, Deke, if you're watching, listening, whatever. He was telling me he just read it straight through like a normal comic. I don't know how that would work.
Did it make sense?
I don't really know because I didn't want to ask because I hadn't done it yet.
Okay.
And I was
Fair
going to
enough.
try the D thing.
We want to know.
And he's like, oh, I've been thinking about going back and giving it a shot. But after I read it, I was like, I don't think that would make sense at all. Because it jumped around a lot.
Oh, you have to go back and forth?
Yeah. Like, it's like, cool, go to panel 32.
Choose
Go
your
to panel
adventure.
17. 24.
Oh.
I really like the look of that second story.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
It was
was
good.
pick of the bunch.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, the cowboy one.
it's like
excellent.
Sam Elliott versus Carnage.
Yeah. His first one was good, and the last one was weird.
Weird.
But
Yeah.
the second one was
Different
standout.
concept. Couple of
Yes.
different concepts this week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was confused at first because I'm like, wait, isn't Carnage like made out of venom, and why is he in the Wild West
Yes.
and ancient Rome and stuff? But it's just out of continuity.
I assume it's just
Okay,
tell what you want,
okay,
which is what a book like this should be.
yeah.
Take the handcuffs off and
Do whatever you want.
well, because Carnage is dead.
Is he?
Again?
Yeah, no, absolute Carnage.
Oh,
No.
Well, he's at least out of the picture, shall we say?
Yeah,
It's Carnage. I've seen him ripped in half and be gone for a couple of years.
Yes.
Are you up to date?
I know different things, but I'm not up to date exactly on
You ever
that.
got to absolute Carnage?
No,
Oh.
no, not yet.
That's spoilers.
No. I there's no spoilers from it. I know things. So
Yeah,
it's
of course,
not-
of course,
yeah.
of course.
and also it's
Um,
comics. Things change all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
They'll change
yes.
back soon enough.
But I think that was about all I read.
Yeah, I think me too.
Oh no, I read one more. What was I read? Scream.
Oh, yeah?
I read Scream. Have I got that over here? I do. King in Black Scream tie-in. You might want to look.
I'm not looking at that one for the moment.
It was okay. Simple, just one shot. Scream, demo, Goblin. No, not bad. I won't go into too much. That one's around for
That's okay.
our favourite symbiote fan over here.
Should be
Yeah, not bad,
caught
not
up
bad.
if
Nice
he's that
little just
biggest
one
Symbiote
shot.
fan.
Gotta read faster.
Yes,
I know.
we'll talk about that in about 2 years.
No, don't be silly. I'll be up soon. Up to date soon.
But I think that's about all I read.
Yeah.
Dylan, you get anything else?
No, I
that's
think
about
that's-
it. Because we pretty much doubled up a lot of the same. So
Yeah.
I buy too much DC, reading on with DC. I didn't read any of me normal Marvel books. Excuse me. Is that all this to get through? And about 1,000 TV shows to watch.
Oh,
TV
yeah.
shows.
I want to get to that.
Yes.
Do it.
Nah.
Nah. We gotta leave them.
Yeah.
We gotta leave them.
First, I've got some comics to show you guys that we just got in this week, and I was very, very excited when I opened our box, right? And I
From
saw
the warehouse?
first thing-
Yes. Yeah, I dug them out of the,
Archives.
I dug them out of the warehouse.
And
And
the first-
I don't tell Dylan what we get. I just show him. Here's a
Yeah.
box. Have a look, Dylan. Bag these up for us.
And the
Chop,
first
chop.
thing that I laid my eyes on was good old Ben Affleck Daredevil. I'm gonna edit it.
No.
I'm editing
Okay, edit it.
Ben Affleck Daredevil, and it was the first in a very good line of comics, including Elektra.
God, that movie was
Oh,
garbage.
Elektra is one of the worst comic book movies ever.
So bad.
It's got no redeemable qualities.
Lesbian kiss.
No
I'm
redeemable
I-
qualities.
I bought it on Blu-ray. Never seen inside
It's
of
like
it.
the whole set showed up on that day when they were doing it too, you know.
She was not a good casting choice.
I'm not a fan
She
of
wasn't
her
very
at
good in
all.
Daredevil. She was the worst bit of Daredevil. Daredevil, it's not great. It's of its time. It's that early 2000s type of movie. But I like Daredevil. I'm a huge Daredevil fan, so I'm a sucker. A little biased. But I thought Affleck was good.
Affleck
He
was
pulled
good.
off the blindness good. He
okay,
pulled
bro,
off
it's
the...
fun,
The bombing fan.
Yeah, he pulled off the ladies' man Matt part. Like, he was good. Foggy was great.
He was a bit of a
Kingpin was good.
The blind sense was good.
Yeah.
Kingpin was the
Yes.
best.
Rest in
Michael
peace.
Clark Duncan.
Yes.
Well, this doesn't really count because it was 2000s overacting. That's
Yes.
normal. He was like a bit.
Ah, yes,
Oh, I'm blind, like over the top. But it's 2000s.
No, it was. Yeah, it had.
Yeah.
My only real problem with it, she was terrible cast. Would have liked. Oh, I just wouldn't have had Elektra in my first Daredevil
No.
movie.
No.
I used to say Daredevil should be a TV show, and I could write on 5 seasons.
And
And then they made a TV show, and the first season was exactly what I said. They've been bugging me. I'm telling you, that's exactly what I would have laid out. Pretty close, anyway. But no, Daredevil was good. The only bad bit is that stupid playground fight. That's
On
that's
the
that's
seesaw?
The seesaw!
In the middle of the day, he's in his just court suits.
there is that, but isn't there also? And correct me if I'm wrong. The scene with the sandbags.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
yeah.
is absolutely terrible as
Yeah.
well.
I
But
don't remember
before
that.
we stop talking about that movie, we also need to give a high note to Colin Farrell.
Oh,
His bullseye was sensational.
oh, so over the top. So, when he came to the
perfectly over the
glass,
top. Yeah.
you just want to punch him in the face.
So good.
I watched that movie as a kid and I loved it. I loved it so much. You know, my mum owned like a bridal business and she used to make me costumes as a kid.
Yep.
So I was like, Mum, make me Daredevil costume.
Damn right.
So she made me Daredevil costume one Halloween.
Where is it?
Is there a picture?
We need photos.
Oh,
of that,
I
man.
think, man, she took pictures, but I'm not sure where they are.
Well,
No,
find
we'll
it.
I'm gonna
and
hit your
show
mama
us.
call.
That's all good.
9-year-old
Let it-
man.
let it-
is-
Yes.
Doesn't- I wanna see it.
Needs to see the light of day.
She probably burned it. It's like, oh, he's portraying the devil.
Find it.
And Evanescence all over that movie.
Oh, yes.
Oh
Yes.
That introduced me to like that kind of music.
But Daredevil's great. Electro, rubbish.
So bad.
Rubbish. What else you got?
Dolph Lundgren Punisher
Now we're talking.
special. I haven't seen this, but I know enough to say that he did not have the skull shirt.
No, he didn't.
There's a skull on his knife.
At the very
At
end
the
or something?
end,
Yeah.
that's about it.
That's close enough, I
I
suppose.
haven't seen that movie since I was a
It was
kid.
filmed in Sydney, a lot of it. You see Luna
Little
Park?
Park, yeah. But yeah, I haven't seen that since I was a
Coney
kid.
Island Park. There's wooden slides and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out to everybody, this gun on the cover, it's got 3 barrels.
That's how serious the Punisher is. He takes out 3 blokes at one go.
And they're
All
all
that.
smoking. It's not like one's like a...
He's not
You know?
nice guy Smiley. He's the
Yes.
Punisher.
Yes.
He doesn't
I'm shocked
shoot
there's not
one
6.
at a time. Why would he shoot one barrel at a time?
They're all smoking.
You got 3 barrels for a reason, Dylan.
Then he's got some attachment over here that looks like another barrel, but I guess it's not another barrel.
Don't like the fact that you question the
It's
Punisher.
a nice painted cover, though.
It is.
Man, like, you know, even as a kid, I watched this movie, get it from the video shop, and you're like, this is just a fine
It's a good action movie.
80s action movie, right?
It's not
But you're
the
like,
Punisher.
just put the shirt on him, man. Why do you, like,
You got the
he's just a
licensing.
dude.
You've got
All
the
he's
name.
got is the skull shirt. Jesus. They're they're getting ripped off by police and anybody in America at the moment. There's problems galore. Movie studio pay for it and don't even use it. Yeah, it's his one markability.
But
Otherwise,
didn't
it's
that
just a...
not only happen in another Punisher movie as well?
Yes! All
Yeah.
of them, they haven't done it properly. What's the difference between him and, like, Death Wish or something, you know?
Yeah.
You could have just made a movie called The Judge or something.
Why they gave Marvel the money, I'll never know. Wasted money.
Judge.
Not as bad as Wanted. I'll stand by that for the rest of my
yeah.
life. Mark Miller, how somebody paid him for that movie, I don't understand. Good luck to Miller, but there is nothing in that you could have sued for because that's not Wanted.
Never watched it. Never read it. Didn't watch it.
Oh, the book's
Oh,
amazing.
the book is
It is.
excellent.
The movie
The book is
just...
so good. It's so much fun.
It's like almost The Boys.
Yes,
Like
yes,
almost.
yes.
Yeah.
I watched the movie first,
Oh.
and I was like, "Oh, this is just your run-of-the-mill
Yes,
action
very
movie. It's
generic.
kind of cool."
Yeah, yeah.
Then I read the book when I first started working here. I was like, "Dude,
Yeah.
What's this?
dude,
That's
what?"
why we were so excited when the movie was
Yeah.
coming out, and then we're like, "Oh, so it's not Eminem, it's not Halle Berry."
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
And
not even
then-
supervillains.
And then it's
No, they're assassins.
Yeah.
nah.
The book is amazing.
It's so
I
good.
remember
man.
you telling me when it was
That
coming
McDonald's.
out.
That McDonald's
So
bit.
good, yes.
I need to read it again. That's
Yeah.
something I haven't read.
You
in
do
a while.
actually, because it is really worth another read. Yeah, you need to read it.
Mm.
We'll give it to you, and it'll be like 6 years later.
Yeah,
like how it
probably,
is, and we'll
yeah.
get it back.
Yes.
We also had the Thomas Jane Punisher, right? I think we saw.
Yeah, yes,
maybe?
someone picked that up.
Okay.
These went hot. People
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
people
okay.
like their
I can
their
believe
old
it.
school movie adaptations.
All the Batman
Yeah,
Forever's
there's
is on
Batman's
too.
gone. Batman and Robin, I think, as well.
Mm.
Batman 89.
Batman's
Batman,
not long for me to bring that out.
Batman? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, Nitton's one of the reasons why we don't have Batman 89.
I had that as a kid, and I read
Dave
it
wants
to
a copy
death.
of that one.
You mean your copy?
Big Park over there, when I was a kid, probably 90,
Oh,
91.
Nitton's telling stranger danger stories coming in.
Oh,
And, like, in the park, there was a fete or a carnival. Probably not a carnival because there was no rides. I remember that. But there was something going on in Big Park over there. And me and somebody, parent, was walking through, just going somewhere, not even park. And they had, there was clowns there because it's a fete.
Here we go.
And we were walking, and they're giving stuff out, and comes up to me and he's like, "You want a comic book?" And I like comic books, and it's Batman. I'm like, "Yes."
You would have got in the van.
I knew enough to not get in there.
sure, bro.
It's
If
all
the van was
candy.
full of comics.
No, that's
on.
a different story. It's comics.
Yeah, it's not candy.
That's
They
right.
warned you about the candy ones. not
But
the
yeah,
comic ones.
I got a copy of the Batman '89
I had that as a
adaptation.
kid too.
Not this
The
cover.
long
I had
one.
the movie cover.
That cover's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That cover's
so
sensational.
I destroyed it reading
Jerry
it.
Ordway.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I had to get this again.
Yeah.
But
That's a great book. Yeah, I need to. Every time I find something, I'm like, I should buy this. I only got a couple. I'll put it on the shelf. No one buys it. But then everybody buys it on me.
That's so cool.
They did the hardcover last year. I nearly bought that too, but I was like, Because I love
Move
it.
that back off
Ah.
the pole. That's not
I bet
for
it's
sale.
not-
make them go back out on
Ah,
the
love
shelves.
Love it.
And of course, we have X-Men, the movie, and X-Men 2. Both of them still on the shelf. Wolverine actually looks like Wolverine. Look at that. He's actually short and everything.
I don't remember.
Close.
Were they any good?
They're right.
Who was on it? Like, is it at
No big
least
names.
like?
Nah, nothing big.
Oh, okay.
The first one I think was not too bad. Though the first one, was it the first one? I think the first one there was also 2 prelude books. I think there was a Rogue one and a Magneto one. I think the Magneto one was pretty good.
It's Chuck Austin,
Yeah.
so it's probably terrible.
Well, he wrote some great stuff. Juggernaut and She-Hulk. Please, that was good quality X-Men.
And last week we still have Batman Returns.
Batman Forever went. but
Because
Batman
didn't have that
Returns
one
is
as a
still
kid, obviously.
Yeah,
there. Okay.
Batman Forever's gone, but we still got Batman Returns.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
look who's writing it.
Batman Forever is better than
Really?
Batman
Denny O'Neil.
Forever.
Jerry Neal.
Garcia Lopez.
Garcia Lopez on inks.
Oh, inks.
I
couldn't believe it.
He's
This
like,
would've
what's the
been-
point?
I know.
I saw Garcia Lopez. Like, oh, I need to have a look at this. He's on
Oh,
inks.
that is
Why is he on inks?
I know. He's so good though.
He's amazing. Like,
Oh,
to
'cause,
this,
yeah, if he was penciling, I would have gone in my box too.
like, to this day, they're still using his art for promo.
It's the Crocodile Hunter on pencils, at least.
Yes, Steve Irwin.
Oh.
Not a good one.
All right, what you got for me?
Yeah, I say a handful of
you got
stuff.
some-
Yeah, I got some stuff. I
I
should
can smell it from here.
Show and tell.
These are stinky, so there's no.
Yeah.
So I went out to Port Macquarie for the weekends. Shout out to all the old people I was with. for
I don't
a
think they'd be listening.
70th birthday. Oh, I'll be listening. I was
Oh,
spruiking-
plug it,
spruiking
yeah,
all
plug it in.
weekend.
Good job.
Like, what's a podcast? I'm like, oh shit. There's a
Just
video.
like and subscribe.
Yeah,
and do
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Review.
Like, comment, subscribe.
That's it.
Move on.
So there's some really cool places up there actually. So if you're up around Port Macquarie area, I went to. Where'd I go?
You didn't drown.
Didn't drown. It's
Okay.
been a week or so. Went on the cruise. Was pretty cool. Yeah. Dark Alley Collectibles was really cool. Heaps of cool records there. Heaps of trades.
How much money you lose there then?
There was nothing lost. It was all
Oh,
invested.
of course.
Invested. Jay.
Okay.
And then up the road from there
So lot.
is Flynn's Book and Records. I got a stack of these books from there, and also Retro Me and Warhope.
It's the bookstores that have the comics.
Yeah,
It's not
and
like,
there's so many up there, and
Yeah.
like the range was pretty crazy. So I found this for Dylan. This is Transformers the movie, the Ladybird picture and storybook.
We used to have that in primary school.
Wow.
So,
And everybody's favorite character, Hot Rod,
Whose
on the
was
cover.
it?
and if you have a look
It
at the
was
front,
Luke
it's got
Cage.
all the
Yeah.
Autobots, and then if you go to the back, it shows you all the Decepticons.
Did you say he's got a name in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke.
Dave,
Luke Page.
Shout out to Luke Page.
Sorry, you
Lukey.
can't already your stuff.
Yeah, who owned this, 30 years ago? This book is older than me.
I got it from a retro store, so she made some cash on it, so everyone's happy. Dave, I got you a Naked Storm.
I might have this one, but thank you.
Knitting some Wildcats. Jason
Ooh.
Fantastic Four.
Ooh, this is
Also
good.
got
Fantastic
Old
Four.
School Punisher.
Oh yeah.
Which one is that?
John Byrne stuff.
Oh,
I found I'm quite a big stand-up comedy fan and love Bill Hicks. And I read ages ago that Bill Hicks was in a Preacher issue.
Yep.
And I've seen the panels and stuff, but I've never actually found the issue. And I'm flicking through these books at Flynn's, and I'm like, Preacher, oh, it's issue 30-ish. I think that's it. Cracked it open, found it. Very, very happy.
very nice.
I was going through this one as well. I had to get this. This is John Romita Jr. Punisher. I don't know the book.
Oh.
I just had to buy
Yeah,
that.
you buy it for the
Yeah,
cover.
yeah, absolutely.
I found X-Men #1
I loved his
for $4.
Yep.
Bah, score.
That's why I bought that Daredevil earlier before. 'Cause
Yeah.
it-
Wonder Man #1 for $5,
Oh.
Is that Sinkovitz?
and Nightwing for I think that was like $10.
Oh, Chuck Dixon, Nightwing.
Yeah.
It's classic Nightwing stuff. It's
And
good stuff.
And I found this Marvel Saga #1 for like $5 as well, which I thought was pretty cool.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that John Byrne?
Hello.
Yeah. I thought I was really happy with that one.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
good score.
Yeah, I thought so.
Is that John Byrne cover?
And I could have spent
no.
a lot
Oh.
more.
Yes.
Yeah, and I really am regretting not spending a little bit more, to be honest.
It's always
Anyway,
the way, but
Yeah.
yeah,
She is legit naked in like every panel she's in.
Dave, that's why I got you the book.
I'm not that lonely, but thank
Well, you haven't put the book back down.
you. I'm hoping Jean Grey sort of
Yeah.
is a close.
Have a good smell, Jake.
oh, they smell so good. What's this? 1985.
I don't know how many of these covers you're going to put up because there's a bit of silence going at the moment because everyone's looking at these
Yes.
books. But
Sorry.
I'll
if, you
try
only
my
put,
best.
if you only put a few up, at least try and get this one.
Yeah,
that one
nah.
needs to be seen, even if it just goes like that. a
Yeah.
little bit.
No, I'll
John
put that
Romita-
up for sure.
John Romita Jr. He's yeah.
Oh, his
it's a
Punisher
real
Warzone run was amazing.
Shame he left.
That big squash nose.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Yeah, man, it sounds perfect for Punisher.
Just
Yeah.
a real
That was
shame
awesome.
he left Marvel, but it is what it is. He's doing some good work over
Oh,
there.
is he?
and- Yeah.
Sounds
Is he?
good.
Don't you? You don't? Do you like his
I
art?
do like him, but man,
I suppose I haven't been looking at him.
like there was one issue of action that looked good. The rest were just rushed, man. Like,
So, like, in the same time he's doing some stints on action, he's putting out the Frank Miller and him Superman Year One.
yeah,
And that's
It's a great
so
film,
pretty
yeah.
looking because he got given time.
yes,
And his regular monthly book just done in 5 minutes.
yes.
Yeah.
There
Like,
was,
you know when you don't get no faces on Johnny's stuff? It's like a background face, but it's like foreground.
oh, there's
So
this
bad.
cover.
There are some back in Spidey days. There were some terrible ones. That was just
Dot for an eye if you're lucky.
I want to see if I can find it if it's still on the shelf, but no, I think it's back issues now.
Yeah,
That
back
action
issues.
with Jimmy Olsen,
Yes.
it's too good. I'll see if I can
Yes.
find it.
I love 90s image art.
Oh, it's the best
I
stuff.
was also
man.
I didn't pick it up, and Dylan making if he wants to grab one, but he doesn't have to. But I also started because I am still 2 years behind. Avengers: No Road Home.
Ah,
It's
yes.
Mark Waid, and I think Ewing's doing
Yes.
part of the book as well. The first part of that was the No Surrender. I
Yep.
think there was like a 10 or 12 part of that, which wasn't too bad. I think the best part of that, and I think there's quite an expensive little specky book
Yep.
Dave might know a little bit about. I think it's issue number 8 or something where they brought Hulk back.
Yep.
I'm good.
And they brought a new character in, which they kind of created as part of the original Avengers. Good old Wonder Man. And yeah, so this is the second story of that. I think that also started that Champions game because they were challenging all the different
Yes, I think it did actually.
different superheroes against each other. So that's the second lot of that, and that has started pretty well. And there's some interesting characters involved, and Hulk's part of it, and it's Immortal Hulk version of
Yeah, that's where he
of
begins.
him. Yeah, but the new part, he's still part of it. So he's very angry and don't get me alone. And it's the first time him and Clint Barton have been
Yes, since
together
Civil War.
yeah. So some really really interesting stuff in the second issue of that. So pretty cool.
You want some Remita Jr.?
Here we go.
Check out Jimmy Olsen in the back there of Action Comics 1028. Wait, 10, is it 1028?
He's got no nose.
He's got 2 dots.
He's got nothing.
Nothing.
He's like wearing a skin mask.
And at least if
He's
you,
wearing someone's skin as
Oh,
a.
it's a ditto as.
It's a Dino. That's perfect.
at least
I don't
at
know what
page
it is.
18 you do it,
Ah.
but you don't do it on the cover.
That's a front cover. And he's not even that far in the back.
Yeah, he's too big.
And then
For
next
that
to
little.
him, I believe it's Ron Troop.
Like this dude at the back you can understand, but yeah.
Yeah.
that one
Some
was-
artists, like when they
That's
do
fine.
their covers, actually do it in the legit size instead of the 11
Yeah,
by
yeah,
17.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, the guy behind him
like Joe Mad, I think
has
does
a more
it
defined face.
in the legit size. And not,
Joe Mad doesn't draw, bro.
well, when he did.
Did you see that the other week, Philly?
What's that?
He's announced the Battle Chasers is finishing maybe this year. Battle Chasers, like 11 and 12, going to come out. Not drawn by him.
No.
Okay, so for people that aren't watching and just hearing stuff
Here's a
silence from
history
myself,
lesson.
seriously, like I think Battle Chasers was the first book that I started buying when I started coming to the old comic book shop when I still spoke like this and
What's wrong with that?
oh no, sorry, bro. And that book never finished. It was beautiful. That got me. I think that was the start of the variants issue for me.
Yes, it wouldn't be a
he did
certain
some-
red
Red
Monica cover.
Monica.
Monica cover.
And then I think 4 books that put one cover at the back
Yes,
that made a
yes,
big large
yes.
cover of her maybe accidentally dropping something.
That's it, that red
Um,
Monica cover. You reckon that was in Wizards' top 10 for like 2 years?
Every
You know what I
particular
mean?
reason.
Always.
How hot was that book?
Well, it is sitting framed on one of the shelves in my spare room at the moment, so it is a great cover.
Battle Chasers.
But yeah, they did some great foils and different things. But yeah, so what was that? 1997, I think that would have been.
yeah, you said about right.
Battle Chasers came out, and then since then we've seen a role-playing game on I think PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So that's only recent.
Yes,
The
last couple
book
years.
only went to issue 10,
10, I think.
10 I'm pretty sure.
But there would have been like
But
a
since
40
then, we've had
difference.
2 compendiums. We've had all this other stuff that's been re-released. But the
Wait.
book,
What's
he-
in the
he did-
compendium?
there was
Everything.
there was a special edition compendium of all the different covers and the
Oh,
concept art and the
God.
9 issues and all this other stuff.
Everything
There
except
was a
11
ha-
and 12.
because there was Wizard. There was a half for it as well. There was a 0 for it.
Yeah, it's coming back.
But
Okay, Joe
he did Ultimate 3 in between that time as well. Joe Mad.
Some stuff in a
He
DC.
did
Was it
some DC. He
Covers.
also did that Avenging Spider-Man for like 3
Yep.
issues.
Yep.
I think
Savage
I know
Wolverine?
that.
Savage Wolverine, and then I
Same thing as a couple
stopped
issues.
getting that bloody. What was it? Avenging Spider-Man on like issue 7, and then issue 8 was the one where Miss Marvel changed her name, and then every specky went mental, and the book was going for over $100. I'm like, had to stop the issue before.
Yeah, I
that,
did the
didn't
exact
I?
same thing.
Of course.
I think I own
And
that.
I just only stopped buying it because the book wasn't great, but not because anyway, so funny. But yeah,
it's
so he's
coming back.
done stuff in between, and now it's 2021, and we're getting 2 more issues.
Well, because he did a Kickstarter last year, and it's got to do with the Kickstarter.
No, everything's on.
There's a
Like, so it was a
Kickstarter.
stretch
I missed
goal.
that. I love a Kickstarter.
I hate Kickstarter.
Yeah, so do I. I
Just
haven't got a lot
I
of
was
things, but
telling-
the stuff I've got's been good.
Yeah,
I was
no,
telling
it's
Dave
scary.
the other day, I've got like 15 things that's been funded that I'm waiting to arrive.
Nah, I think that's the problem.
Really?
Nah.
Yeah.
I only have.
I
2.
reckon I've gotten
I got-
about 20 odd things, and I've missed out around about 5 or 6 times max.
Oh, they're still coming.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, didn't. I'm sure they are, buddy.
No, I get my updates.
Yeah, I'm
And
getting my
and-
updates too, except a couple that have just completely disappeared.
Yes,
And I've got like 3 or 4 live at the moment.
Scam.
Alrighty.
We didn't check about that.
I'm looking forward to the
Oh,
He-Man miniature
I have
game
to
comes
do
soon.
those dice.
We'll come back.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come
Yeah.
back with our Kickstarter podcast.
Yes.
Cool.
What's next?
We are pushing it on time, I believe.
No, extra
No.
time.
We'll just
Nah, keep
Dare
going.
impose a time
What?
limit on David.
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going, but probably move over some stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, so I guess we'll get into the Suicide Squad trailer
Oh yeah,
for the new movie, the one that
Yeah.
actually looks good.
Yeah.
It does look good.
Excellent.
Well, before we finish talking books,
Yes.
we did get previews,
Oh, yes.
but we because there's
Bit
a
of a busy
real
week, so we'll
jam-packed.
get to previews looking next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so and I just came in,
Yeah.
so we'll have a bit of a look through that and then tell you the best bits about it next week.
Yes, absolutely.
Please,
Suicide Squad. You guys watch the trailer?
Yeah, I did.
Gunny.
I watched it a couple of times. It looks so good.
so good.
So
It
much
does.
better than the other one.
Ah,
Which I bought. How did I buy that on
Why?
Blu-ray?
Oh,
What?
no.
Why did I buy that?
Why?
I don't know.
that's the worst of their movies.
I
by
think it was
far.
only like it must have been like a buy two get one free, and you walk around JB for half an hour, not able to buy the third one. But still,
Oh
Bad.
no! I would just buy
and it's
two.
never been watched.
Yeah, it never
It's
will
there
be.
though. I think it was like the extended uncut. I'm like, why would I want more of that?
Yeah, no.
But I still bought it. You idiot.
This one, as soon as they were like, "Oh, Bloodsport's in it," I'm like, "Bloodsport?
Yeah.
That guy from like John Burns' Superman?"
Well, like you look at half a team, and you're like, oh, these could all be cannon fodder.
Yeah.
yes,
What you
that's
want
the
out of
best
Suicide
part.
Squad?
Absolutely. Not like
When they brought that first teaser, I was like, boom, 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 all the different actors that
Yeah.
were in it, and I'm like, oh, there's so many people going to die in
yeah,
this.
half
Yeah.
of them are gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. And die better, and I'm sure because it's James Gunn, they're going to die better than like what did we see? It was
Slipknot.
Slipknot in the first.
Who was there to die?
Yes,
Of course.
There is
That's
always
the
a
only
guy.
reason there.
100%, but
Always a guy that just dies because example.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, just it'll be done a lot better,
Yes.
which won't be difficult from the last one.
Like-
But yeah,
Yeah. King Shark is awesome.
Sylvester Stallone.
Dude, is it Sylvester
is it?
Stallone?
Just in
Sylvester
case,
Stallone.
spoilers, in case people
Holy-
are the type that don't know want to watch trailers. The big one then.
Starro.
Starro.
Oh,
Two Starro references.
Yeah, how was
Two
that?
things.
You nailed
Yes.
that last week.
Right
It
after
gets
we
a
talked about
mention,
And like
then
one of them's technically
bang.
not Starro, it's just an Easter egg,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
But this is definite Starro.
dropped.
It just looks like a lolly I wanted to eat his leg though. It looks like a sour lolly. Or
Oh
something.
man, I've always loved Starro.
Yeah.
Like Justice League 190, like the Verlian
Yep,
one,
yep.
is one of my favorite covers.
Yes.
It's like all the Justice League facing,
Yeah,
I think I've seen that.
and of course he did
face,
that.
facing.
Of course,
this-
James Gunn did it. Like these, if anyone's going to do something like that,
Weird.
Guardian,
He
like
can
from
pull it
what
off.
he's done
Yeah.
in Guardians, yeah, that is an iconic cover and so cool.
Random nobody characters too, because
Yeah.
really, you look at the cast and you're like, Harley's safe, but that's it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Boomerang, everyone knows Boomerang, but you could kill him.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know?
You killed all of them.
Yeah.
Except Harley, really. Yeah.
You're like,
And that would be cool if she
Yeah.
just walks out of it alone,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
lone survivorship.
Yeah.
That'd be excellent. I got
Yeah.
no problems with that.
And it was good.
John Cena's excellent.
Yes.
He's so good as an
Well,
actor.
if we're talking about spoilers, I think they already talked about an ongoing series for him, so he may come back.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
getting,
they
he's
did,
getting
they
like a
did.
short series. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a little series of little
Oh, it
shorts
could
or
be
something.
during
I
the
think.
thing. Yeah,
oh,
well,
it could be
Yeah.
flashback too.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
But
That's
he
cool.
was great
Yeah.
in the trailer.
He
He'll
was
probably be great in the movie.
Yeah.
Everything he's done has been good.
Especially his
It's good.
comedic stuff
yeah,
and little
absolutely.
roles.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched that Cock Blockers. That's supposed to be pretty good. The one where.
It just looks trash. I didn't.
Oh,
watch
you haven't
it.
seen it?
Nah.
Okay.
I
Has
don't
anyone
know.
seen it?
No.
Okay, good talk.
Yeah.
He's the best part of the
father
Sisters
killer?
movie.
No,
Yes,
no,
yeah, yeah,
no,
Sister
that's
movie.
that's not.
He's not very good, but he was excellent.
That stupid Amy Schumer movie.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
the
he was
best.
excellent in that too. That's
Well,
not a
he-
good thing.
The one where he's a drug dealer, right?
No,
Yeah, that's the one,
the
yeah.
Sisters one.
That's the sister.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite thing about the trailer is? Like their movie looks like an actual movie in real world and real. Not these DC looking everything looking filtered
Again,
and
another thing we were talking about last
Yeah,
week.
it looks- oh!
it's real world.
looks like a movie,
Yes.
not a
Yeah,
PlayStation
on
game.
last week, I read an article. It's like 10% of Joss Whedon's. I mean, Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League was
Slow-mo,
slow-mo.
yes.
Slow-mo, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 40 minutes or something.
But then someone else added something in our chat that might have not even been included in that, which was it felt like the credits were in slow motion as well.
What
Yeah,
else
I'm
we got?
excited for this Suicide
Yeah,
Squad.
100%.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Can't wait for that.
Bring it on.
Next. Oh man, been waiting for ages for this Invincible animated series.
Ah,
First 3 episodes available on Amazon Prime.
yes.
We smashed through all of them
Yes.
because
Yep.
Spoiler heavy.
Yeah. Done.
incredibly heavy spoilers.
Like before we start, we all recommend it. But
Like-
if you haven't watched it, don't listen to this right now.
Maybe-
you need to watch some
there's
of
a
it.
pri-
Like,
Maybe pause and stop.
yeah, just pause.
And just watch Invincible and watch Falcon and Winter
If
Soldier.
you ain't got
and then
Amazon
come
Prime,
back.
sign up right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You'll get some time for free. You'll get some free shipping. You'll get heaps of other stuff. We're not selling it, but
Yeah.
you need to watch this show.
But-
Amazon
and
Prime,
then
hook us up.
later on, you'll watch The Boys and stuff as well.
yeah, you
so,
can the boys.
and
Yes.
then there's heaps of other stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
like you really need to watch this show. So please go spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
Like The Boys, Invincible is one of those books, man, you don't know where it's going to go.
Yes.
Because it's a superhero book, but it's not constrained by your usual Marvel DC rules. You don't have status quos that you
Yeah.
have to do this, you have to do that. You know, that guy can't die.
Because it gets the balance alright, because it's so traditional comic booky.
Yes.
Like, at the same time, like, it is just a comic. Like,
Yes.
it's 70s Marvel sort of,
Yeah.
you know, that's clearly when he was born, 90s when he's loving his stuff. Like, but it's, yeah, like you said, he can do whatever
Yeah.
he wants, no one's safe. So good.
Yeah, and if you haven't read it before and you're just watching this fresh
Yes.
bit where with the
big
not
thing?
the Justice League,
Yeah, yeah.
the Guardians.
The Guardians of the Globe.
We're doing spoilers when
Yes.
Omni-Man goes.
Takes out the Justice League, the
Mental.
Big Seven,
Yeah.
their version of Superman. Well, he's
Yeah.
Superman. But, you know, just
they're all
gone.
Yeah,
Um,
And,
And
even
it's
if you
so good.
even if you've read it, it's like
Yes.
Actually
Yeah.
seeing it besides on the
Yeah.
page and
yeah.
Because
yeah.
the book's so fast on that, like, you know, they all rock up. That very same as it's in the show. They all rock up and like, oh, well, who sent the message? And bang, Omni-Man rocks
Yeah.
up and just takes them all out one by one, sort of thing. But yeah, this was so amazing. Because if you haven't checked out the book, or when I'm talking to people about the book, I always try to sell people 2 volumes at once. Not to be a great salesman, because I'm not. But the first trade is so purposefully generic.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's nice and simple. He's Superman meets Spider-Man. You know, his dad's the world's version of Superman. He's been waiting for his powers to kick in. He gets his powers, and off he goes to learn to be a superhero. Yeah, he's about his dad. His dad's sort of a book writer, so he's sort of got the Clark Kent thing. He tells the whole story about his planet and coming to here. But everything's not as you think it is. End of the volume 2, you get the Guardian of the Globe thing, and you're like, what is going on here? And then volume 3 starts with the real origin
Yes.
of Omni-Man, and your head just...
And-
we will not say too much more about that.
Is it a
Yeah.
confrontation
Book-wise,
happening in
'cause we're not
3?
Hey? Yes,
Confrontation happening in 3?
yes. Cannot wait for that.
So
Like, that's going to be
bloody-
season finale,
yeah.
right? So
Oh.
I didn't think the Guardians of the Globe thing would happen in episode 1.
No, me neither.
No.
I thought we'd get a couple
Absolutely
episodes in at
not.
least.
Yeah.
So does that mean we're going to fly through pretty quick then?
No, because all this stuff that happens before the Guardian stuff happens after.
Yes.
Right?
So they're mixing. They're moving the time.
Yeah, they're basically
Very
just
lucky
moved
to be
it.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Doing stuff, but a little
Doing
shifts
other
in.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because pretty much, before we started recording, so I got here a bit early to set up, and I had to flick through them both. And pretty much everything on these 2 trades is in those first 3 episodes. Really, except for the robot guys.
Yeah, the
You know?
reanimated
Reanimated
yeah.
stuff.
So the Claxons are in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did it originally come out? Yeah.
Oh, I looked it up the
It was
other
like
night.
2006, 7?
About that. Yeah, about 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
So
So-
it'll be in here.
When it would have gone to trade would have been maybe 3 years later because it wasn't. It was popular from the start, but it wouldn't have. Did it go to trade straight away?
No, it went
Straight away.
Straight away. Okay,
Yeah.
so I would have picked it up
6 months
because
off.
you and Tom would have
Yeah.
recommended it to me. I picked those up and probably read it back then, but there was so much other stuff I was reading, I didn't continue on with it. So I didn't. So I knew the gist of Invincible, but I hadn't read it. Or I'd read a little bit, but didn't remember it. So going into these
Yeah.
with a real star-studded lineup of character actors. Now we'd talking. That's a great word. We'd spoken before about JK, and I think the way he's done his voice, it wasn't as hard as. Get me those photos of Spider-Man.
Yes,
So
yes,
he
no.
definitely toned it down and changed it a little bit.
I still probably wouldn't be my choice.
I understand.
Because he just, like, he doesn't sound like so JJ or
No.
JK even or whatever. But at the same time, he doesn't sound
Schillinger.
quite as
Superman-y?
Yes.
Yes.
Needs a bit more.
Grandeur.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's more Schillinger.
Yes. Very
If
much.
you've seen Oz,
Okay.
I don't mind. I think it'll grow.
No, yeah, he's not bad.
As it goes on.
But, because everyone else is so pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Once you go
the
like
cast is great.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen as Alan is excellent.
I didn't really like it.
Really?
No.
I dug it. It was
It's
great.
really goofy.
Yeah, it'd be goofy, but I still would have liked someone like an old school voice actor who really puts on a voice.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like what's his name? Not like him, but like Billy West kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, just really go over the top
And he
with
can
it.
be a bit more
Cartoony.
goofy-ish. Yeah, cartoony. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, I think the unsung hero from the first 3 episodes. I'm really shocked because I love Mantzoukas, and I know he plays an over the top character, but I don't know if it's because I know his voice so well, or he's just
Yeah.
hamming it up so much.
It's just Jay, right?
Well,
Yeah.
it's over the top Jay, which I think is just too full on because Jay is enough over the top as you
Yes.
need from Big Mouth.
Yeah.
But Walter Goggins,
Yes.
Oh, he was good.
absolutely.
I love everything else Walter
Yes.
Goggins has been in,
he's
especially he's underrated in Gemstones. I don't know if anyone's
Gemstones is great.
Gemstones is
No,
a
I haven't
sensational TV
You haven't
show
watched Gemstones?
I've got to record it. I haven't watched it yet.
that I highly recommend. I think season 2 is actually being filmed at the moment.
Oh, good.
But yeah, his character in the first season, that's really good. But yeah, his character in this really
Cecil.
Yeah,
that
Cecil.
and my new personal favourite is the detective.
Yes.
Dude.
Hellboy Rorschach.
Yes.
Was he
And-
in the
and
books? 'Cause
yes.
I don't remember.
Yes.
And it's Clancy
In
Brown.
the
Yeah.
funeral scene, he's there.
And it's
Yeah.
Clancy Brown.
Yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, that is just
Spot
on.
perfect.
'Cause I'm watching I don't remember him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm loving it.
Yeah, so good.
As I said, I was away for the weekend, so I watched the first episode last night and then the other 2 episodes today, and
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay.
So good.
I was just looking at the Guardians fight. 2 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
In
go.
the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was like a full scene.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's
It was
more-
4.5 minutes because
Isn't
I
it like an
rewatched that 4.5
ambush in that
minutes
one?
today because it was just before I went to sleep, and I went, that's
so
a really
It's
weird
essentially
thing
exactly
to
how it
also-
happens in the.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's more of an ambush, like a
as a-
sneak attack. Kind
Yeah.
Of.
Yeah, and there's a lot more to it because you see the chop and you
Yeah.
see how things happen as opposed to just a strike and a
Yeah.
head falling. And
Love there was
the twist.
really no dialogue in it.
No,
Yeah.
and it wasn't needed.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just so good.
Yeah,
And
man,
the
like
squeezing of the.
Oh.
they essentially take out Omni-Man in the show.
Yes.
Well, he basically does them all.
yeah,
in.
he just wipes the floor
yeah,
with him.
no one touches him.
Yeah.
in the comic.
Yeah.
Doesn't he beat him?
right.
yeah, yeah. No one even
Didn't,
touches. He's
didn't,
still
didn't he beat
conscious.
himself up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those,
Yeah,
those,
he beats himself
those
up.
punches in the chest when the hands are starting
And
to
you
build
see it
up.
getting
Yeah, and the
bloody
blood coming
red,
out of it.
Yeah.
I need to watch that.
I'm also loving every time with the word Invincible
The
gets
title?
in. But
Oh, I
then
love
The
that.
little bit extra blood every time.
Yeah.
Is also brilliant.
It's great. Yeah, because the book progressively got more and more violent.
As it should.
At a quick glance, you're like, this is
Yeah.
all
So,
age friendly,
it's
no
so-
worries.
yeah.
But when there's a fight,
so
goddamn.
because the colors are so bright,
Yes.
and he's a teenager, but the violence in that is
Yeah,
intense.
Gillian Jacobs is Eve.
Yep.
They've done her perfectly.
Ah,
In
They're all-
regards
Luke
of
Skywalker
Oh
as
yeah,
Marty, the tailor.
Yeah.
yes.
I'm like, wait, that's
You
Luke
got-
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Zachary Quinto
Yeah,
as
as
Robot.
Robot.
And then that
Perfect.
scene, I'm like, okay. At the end of episode 3,
That happened.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I hadn't read it though, so
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was
I think
excellent.
it was that-
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm trying to recall it, but
That's so good.
Yeah, that's why I want to read them again, but they don't.
Yes.
I
They don't do, like-
I think first.
Exactly.
We were
Fat
talking
trades.
about they've got a big fat compendium, which is
Yeah.
like 49 issues,
Yeah.
or hardcovers, which is like
Roughly
two
12, I
two
think.
two trades, or
But there's 25 of these, and they're great. You smash them. Dylan, when we got Dylan on to
I
a couple
know.
of years ago, he smashed it all in a week.
but I don't
basically,
want like
yeah. I caught up in like a week.
I prefer like in like the DC
Double
and
fat
Marvel,
trades.
yes, but it is like,
Ultimate Edition,
yeah, yeah.
collection, whatever you want
I
to call
prefer
it.
those. Hopefully they do them now that like shows out.
They will. Come on.
Man,
Nah, bro, they just. Why would they do that?
Because they're
There's
doing
more money,
these.
but there's more money in this.
Yeah, they'll do that again, and they'll do
Oh, no,
this.
these have
and-
constantly been in print constantly for
Yeah.
15 years.
But they'll have
Why
a-
would they do fatter ones? When
Why
they
not?
can, because they're going to make less money.
yeah.
They sell
Yeah,
these
Quality.
for $20 each or whatever US, whatever it might be. I don't know.
They'll
Fat
just-
one, they're going to have to sell for $20 for the
Yeah.
two. Like
The
there's
bigger
more money in
format, it's
singles,
always-
bro.
They'll adjust the price accordingly. Don't worry.
Nah, because
Yeah, they
Image are
will.
very good on their trades. They go as cheap as possible.
Bigger formats, always more value for
Yeah.
money.
Because the compendium is a steal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
47 issues, Newton.
I thought
0
it
to
was
47.
Right.
Oh,
48 issues, then.
Yeah.
0. For like $95, $100, whatever it was, It's a bargain.
It is annoying to read though.
I love the size of the trades because you smash through them in a good like. There's no chapter breaks. Like there's no issue breaks. There's no cover. You just pretty much smash through it. You know what I mean?
Aren't there chapter?
Oh, well, there's chapter breaks when they've had to.
Yeah.
But it's not like you get the cover. You know what I mean? Sometimes it'll just go through.
It just says chapter 2 or whatever.
Yeah, just because the way the page finishes there and they explain whatever. But I love the trades. They're good size. You smash through them so easy. I used to, when a new one would come out, I'd reread them all, but after about 12, they got to be out of hand. Can't read 10 years worth of comics in.
Man, like, how perfect is Stephen Yeun?
Oh, it's so
He's
good.
It would have been really hard to cast Mark Grayson. Really hard.
Yes.
But he's, like, as soon as it was announced, I'm like, man, no, he's perfect
Yeah.
for it. Especially later on when there's going to be some heavy fights. That guy's got pipes on him, man. He can scream.
Yeah, we've seen that from Walking Dead.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
Walking
100%.
Dead, Voltron.
Because he was great in Voltron.
He was my favorite in Voltron. You guys watch Voltron?
No,
I watched the first season.
Oh man, it's
That's
so
That's
good.
the one with what's his name? The guy from Flight of the Conchords.
Yes.
Reese Darby.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, he's great.
He's the best bit of the
Familiar
movie.
God damn.
Yeah,
Do you want to bring your thing in one day?
Ha.
That's the.
Yes.
So okay, here's the story.
Here's the
One-
story.
Story time from Dave.
Story time. This
David
won't be the
is,
time Jim Lee stole my hat, but this will be the time where.
I
You
tell
get-
you every time Jim
Yeah.
Lee did not steal your hat, you gave Jim Lee a
Yeah.
hat.
Awesome.
And he just took it and you didn't get nothing for it.
Yeah, you can tell that
Your,
story
your,
too.
your plan of sweetening him up backfired.
It wasn't even my idea. Anyway, wasn't even for me. But
Yeah, you
still.
gave him your hat,
Okay,
though.
so we saw Otley at what, New York Comic Con?
No, it was Vegas.
No, Vegas, Amazing Con, and he's doing commissions for.
I look at him. Too many conventions in America. Can't remember which one it was.
Sorry.
Bloody dog.
Yeah.
So he's doing commissions for art, and it's like
It was 300 for
Hilarious.
like a big
yeah,
one.
300 for a big one, and then like 150 for a blank cover.
Yep.
And like I like all my art on
Yep.
like 11 by 17.
Yep.
I don't care about the size of it. I just like it on that format.
Yep.
So I go to him. It's like, okay, it's 300. Can you get me like an Invincible on
Yeah.
a big
A page.
Yeah.
Page.
yeah on
And
the
I-
on the page, and it's like I don't care how big you make it. Like make it like the legit size that you charge 300
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
And then it comes in with a
Blank cover.
blank cover.
Don't. Yeah.
Wonder Woman, was it?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. And I asked him to do it, and we both get ours back, and they're pretty much exactly the same size, and his has more detail, and it's so
That's a
And
sensational Wonder Woman.
Dave's one is pretty much one of the sketches in the back of this trade.
yeah.
So he didn't even do a new one. He just did
Oh, well,
recycled
that's what a lot of those sketches are, though.
They are.
They're
They are.
convention ones.
Convention ones and stuff.
Yeah. Like
Especially later on, there's most of them are that.
David Finch did a Batman for me, and it
Yeah.
looked very close to his *1 cover. But I don't mind. It's
Oh,
good.
yeah, no,
like,
they got their templates.
David Finch. is
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
Yeah.
When you're churning out piece
Yeah,
after piece after
yeah.
piece.
And I'm happy with that.
Oh, because your piece is good. You've both got good pieces. It's just when you came back and you're like, Nitton's 150 and mine was 300. You're
300.
like,
Oh.
hey?
But then,
What else did you get, Dave?
Well, but then what Dave does, because what Dave does is like salt and wounds.
Yes.
So let's get it graded.
Yeah.
Let's get it graded, Dave.
yeah, they talked me
Let's
into
spend
that.
some more money on it. I watched that sucker deal. That was excellent. That was excellent.
Well,
didn't
I'll
stop
send
me.
you the
Should've stopped
picture of my one, the Wonder Woman.
Ages ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah.
If you just find it,
Yeah, if you can find it.
just
find
put
it.
him on. Yeah, put
We'll
his
find it.
his,
Yeah,
his
yeah, well,
sketch and
if
my
we-
sketch.
As we're talking, just put it over, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Just put
Oh,
his
no,
one and
I'll
my
send it.
one.
Okay,
All
okay.
good.
Yeah, I've still got it. I can send it.
Okay,
to you,
cool,
yeah.
cool. Yes. I'll put them up, yes.
Yeah.
Just
I would like
While
to see
we're
that.
talking
you
about
idiot.
it,
Send him? Jesus.
It's like, I don't remember how long ago
see
it
my
was.
shame.
ago.
$150 for like a highlighter color and
Yeah, if you haven't seen the show, go watch the show.
Oh, the
When's
show's
episode,
great.
what are we getting next? Is it 3 episodes again, or does it go to weekly from
I don't know.
Anyone know?
No.
I haven't looked into it because I was so excited. I just
Yeah.
didn't
I
care. I
was
just want
shocked we
more.
got 3 episodes.
Yeah.
45-minute episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
told you last week it'd be 40 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, smash it for all them in one go.
I like how they put it at the end of episode 1, like the omni-man going rogue. And...
Yeah.
I reckon that's
Because
very
like,
smart.
if
Yeah.
you're on the fence
Yeah.
and
I know,
you've
for
watched
sure.
the whole, it's like, okay, I'll give it 1 episode.
Yes,
After the episode, like,
that'll hook you.
okay,
Yes.
let's do it.
Yeah. I just wasn't expecting it so early.
Because I just thought it would end with like issue 1 where he throws the garbage.
Yeah.
I thought that's where it would end,
Yeah.
and it happened, and then it kept going. Oh, cool.
It took me a while to connect, like, you know, the security guard and his
guard.
son
Yeah,
and Monday.
when
It's like,
What's going on
What
here?
does this mean?
I love that
I
security
was like,
guard.
oh,
It's just, he's gonna die.
that's the
He's going to
garbage
die.
bin
At the
he
end of,
threw.
at the end of, like episode 9, season 4, he was like, they're gonna put him through
Yeah.
some torture. Cause
No, like in the beginning of the episode when he's talking, he's like, "Oh, connect with my son," blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Like,
he
oh, he's gonna die.
called me Dad.
He's gonna die.
But if you haven't watched the show, but you've never read the book, if you like it, interested, I cannot recommend this comic enough.
One of the best comics.
It
Why
was the
Invincible?
most consistent comics of the last decade.
Maybe a
Why
couple on the
Invincible?
shelves if you're interested to come down and pick
Yes.
some up. Can also be ordered.
Highly recommend.
It's one of the books that we will all recommend to
Yes.
Yeah.
Relate to what Dave was saying, how the first episode ended with that big moment.
Yes.
Also, something that me and Jace always do when we sell this book to people is, oh, you got to buy the first 2 volumes. That's because the Omni-Man thing that happens at the end of volume 2. And it was really smart because, lots of people buy the first trade and like, oh, this is just superhero stuff. And then move on.
Yep.
But if you move that into the first chunk that
time.
people will get,
Yep. Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
They're,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
hooked, you know?
Man, I don't even know how you couldn't press play on and just
Yeah.
watch one episode. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
obviously you did, but that's different because
I was
it's
watching
middle
on
of
the
the
phone.
night. Yeah.
I just wanted to get the first
No,
one
100%.
in.
But yeah.
But that's why I also, when I started watching back again today, I went back and watched the last 4.5 minutes of that first episode because it was just brutal.
Because if you had no idea what the show was going to be or whatever, superhero cartoon, cool, and it'd been fine until then, and then just like the comic did.
even more violent
Yes.
than most of the comic. Like,
Yes.
you don't see that level of stuff until later on.
Oh, much later.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty and simple as the book looks, man. When there's a big fight, it's as bloody as it gets.
Yes. It's Mortal Kombat and Man of Steel put together.
Yes.
And I love Omni-Man how he's got that quiet
Yes.
meanness in him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's serial killer stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the
That's
stare.
yeah.
That's why I think like JK will like
Yeah.
you'll see it come out.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
him when things get
Yeah.
heavy, like when it's just
Yeah, like
the speech that's coming about
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because there's still some of the
God.
most brutal conversations I've ever read in comics. Like, you people on Earth are nothing.
I'm getting too excited.
No.
I'm getting too excited,
I'm
man.
down.
Holy shit.
Yeah. What day is it come? Is that Friday? I gotta look
We'll
that up.
find out.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll find out.
On something else that is also very exciting.
Yes.
Episode 2 of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Ah, so good.
so good.
Another 50 minutes too.
Yes.
That's gonna be if that's the run. That's
Yeah,
sensational.
yeah.
I'll take my comments on John Walker.
Yep.
He was very good.
Yes.
It's good.
He was very good.
It's Kurt Russell's son.
Is it?
Yeah, and
Oh, I didn't know
Gordon
that.
Yeah.
It's the,
Yeah, I customer told me during the week.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, he's really good
Yeah.
as John Walker and as not my
He's
cat.
walking
Captain
that
America.
line pretty nice of he's a little knobby, but
Yes.
not too knobby.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you're like,
I knew
oh,
you
he's
were
just-
going to like
He's
it.
just a good man.
I love he's got a psyche.
But like that end where
That
he's
was
Yeah,
that's
that
pretty
last
close.
line.
That last line,
Yeah.
don't mess with me or don't get me way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah.
It's like, alright.
I knew you were going to like that because you were really concerned about how they were going to do John Walker.
I don't want him going too hard and
Yeah.
just being a.
Because he's not evil.
No, he's not.
Lots of people see him, like a picture of him at the end of that first episode, like, oh, is he going to be like Homelander? Like,
Yeah.
no, he's not.
No.
He's not evil. He's a good guy. He's just
He's doing the job.
America.
Yeah, very toes the line, the government line.
Yeah.
You know.
Steve
Yeah,
is
that's
Captain America, right? John Walker is Captain America.
Yes. That's what it
M,
is.
not an A.
Yeah, America.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
One's from a red state, one's from a blue state.
So-
That's what it is.
You know, before he says that line, you got Falcon and Bucky, and like Falcon goes, "Oh, we don't work with any jurisdiction."
Yeah.
I was like, "Wait, in episode 1, you didn't want to go into like Tunisian or whatever." Libyan
That's because he was
airspace?
working.
It's like
He was working with the Air Force for that mission.
Yes.
Yeah, that one
Yeah, that was an
mission.
official mission.
Yeah,
official.
that one mission.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
then he ends up on his own. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
I did think. I don't think just because you got no jurisdiction doesn't mean you can do what you want in other
Yes,
countries.
yes,
It's not how it
exactly.
works. I got no jurisdiction. I can't go to New Zealand and just start smacking people around. I wouldn't. That seems like a terrible idea. But you know what I mean? Yeah. I
But
think
it's
that's
like,
good.
I guess it avoids a political
Yes.
kind of like, oh, your country's liable for what this guy
Yes.
did over here,
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yeah, he doesn't wear a big flag on his chest.
Yes. But no, the Psychic was good because that comes straight from the original comic.
Yes.
He was one of his Buckies.
Yes, and the name Bucky
Mm.
had some negative connotations when attached to African American.
Yes, they got
man?
some letters, I think.
Oh, did they
I
really?
think that was the deal.
Oh, okay.
So Cromwell just wrote that as the story.
Oh, awesome.
We found out African American people, some people find it offensive, so here's a new name.
Yeah,
like
Battlestar.
he just was like,
Yeah.
this is what happened in real life.
Okay,
I'm gonna do it.
that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, it's not cool because people got offended, but
Yeah.
to use
Yeah.
you know that in the story is cool.
I like Winter Soldier's line, "Don't call me Bucky or
Yes.
Buck."
Yes.
Yes.
Steve called me Buck.
Yes.
And then John Walker calls me Buck.
Yes.
The only thing in the episode, and I get why, but when they're in the back of the Jeep, I'm like, there's no way Bucky just doesn't punch me in the face and take that shield back. No way he's leaving now.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah,
No,
real-
he'd be straight away.
Real Bucky did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be dead.
He'd be sitting there like I'm super soldiered up.
Yeah,
I can
stop
just
me.
step on this guy.
Yeah.
The scene for me was with in the house.
Oh,
And
Isaiah
it's like,
Bradley.
You think you can turn it off by just saying that you're not a killer anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
oh, but I'm laying down watching it like I usually do, and then like I sadly go, oh my,
Yeah.
oh no,
Yeah!
Oh,
Exactly when he goes Isaiah, I'm like, no, they're
yes,
gonna do it.
yes.
They're gonna do it.
Like straight up, like down to
I'm
take
like,
it.
oh, excellent. It was so good. They went,
So
did it
in-
because I thought they were gonna get the shield from him. He would have the shield, but no, they're just acknowledging.
Yep.
Plus, it's Patriot as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're really leaning into the Young Avengers.
Big time. Big time. The only two Young Avengers we haven't had, well, the Hawkeye girl hasn't, but we know she's coming.
she's
Yes.
coming. We've already seen her.
The only leave Hulkling, where I would predict
They'll do something different.
Secret invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, because he's a
Oh,
scroll.
he's a scroll. Yeah.
And it was half Screen,
Yeah,
half
yeah,
Skrull.
yeah.
So that's where he's. And then Iron Lad, which I think you could either he's what starts there, movie, TV, whatever, or Ant-Man 3 because there's a connection.
Or
there.
you could replace him with Ironheart.
Yes,
Because that's what I thought.
Oh,
That's what I
but
think they'll do.
you can't because you need the Iron Lad coming from the future part.
Mm.
Because
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's
That's
from
the whole
future.
deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
that's why.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
Ant-Man
yeah.
3.
He's from the future.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he's young.
So
Kang.
Isaiah.
Oh.
Yes, or he's Kang the Monsters, all that
Yeah.
craziness. He's
So with Isaiah,
Yes.
was he was the first?
He
Cap,
was
right.
one of the.
it was after Steve was still Cap.
They were trying to replicate
After
it, right?
they
I thought
lost the
wasn't
serum.
And he was
Wouldn't
one of
they?
the ones-
So in truth, the comic series that's after. First.
No,
No, it's during World War II at the same time.
Okay.
wasn't true. They were testing the serum on the African American
Yeah, they
soldiers
were.
before they used it on Cap.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think at first that was they were already testing stuff, but I think it was mainly they lost the serum
Because,
so they needed a new one because
the doctor-
Erskine dies
Yeah.
and stuff. So I think that was the deal.
Ah.
And they weren't going to so in the book they've got like 300 or 400, 500, whatever it is, a whole platoon of African American soldiers. A lot of them coerced, like the three main guys were all sort of somehow coerced into joining up or whatever. So they give them all the serum.
Yeah.
Most of them die instantly. There's a handful that survive. A couple die in the first mission. Then you're left with, I think, 4 guys from memory.
I don't remember. Yeah, it was ages ago.
And then they die off or whatever. And you're left with just Isaiah, and then he just steals. That's the deal. That's because the prison thing. Because he steals a Cap shield and a Cap outfit and just goes off, and that's why they arrest him for treason. You know, how dare you be Captain America? We didn't say you could be Captain America.
Oh wow.
And that's why he gets locked up until like JFK gives him a pardon.
That's amazing. Is this not in print?
No.
How is this not in print?
I'm
I would
sure
love to read
Marvel will put out a book
Yeah, well now he's in the
instantly.
yeah.
And I'm sure they probably maybe would want to, but rightfully so. If they had announced New Printing of Truth a month
Yeah.
or two ago,
We're like
People would be like, oh yeah.
It's like
Who
some
wrote it?
Toys that got released.
uh, it was Carl Barker on a Baker.
He was the artist. I can't
who
remember
the
who-
writer was.
Wasn't Quesada. It was-
Joe Quesada did the covers.
Mm.
And
And
Carl-
heavily involved. It was like one of the first big projects. I think Joe
I'm
Q.
looking-
Is that the one where there's
Bring
like a World War II helmet on one
Yes,
of the covers?
yes, and the red, white, and the red and white things.
yes.
And like the art is not for everybody.
I like Carl Baker.
I know
He
you're a big
died,
fan.
didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But like, it's definitely not the art you would have expected.
Yeah,
you were going to
because
get.
he's very
Cartoony.
cartoony. Yeah.
Very cartoony.
Because when he did that Plastic Man book, it was a perfect
Yes,
fit.
yes.
But yeah,
Um,
such a
we
good.
don't have any, Dave.
I was gonna get another.
Have you seen how much they're going for already?
Oh, really?
If I had some, I would have put them straight on eBay the other
You
day.
should know that, Dave.
Spec
Oh
him
no, straight away. I'm watching them like jam. There's some cash in that episode. Because yeah,
I can't
As
wait
a
to
kid,
see
that's the thing.
if there's more of Isaiah as well. I would like to see
There
more.
has
Oh,
to
for
be.
sure.
There
They
has to
didn't
be.
just bring him in for that one.
Because in the books he doesn't. Because in the books he's
Well-
sort of
Then you get Alzheimer's.
yes,
Because
it's
from
some
the
kind of
serum?
mental retardation because of the serum,
Serum.
affects the
Like,
serum.
it
But
was
the
the perfect
kid,
serum.
that is
Yes.
what I'm more getting
Oh,
at.
yes,
There'll be
yes.
more of him with the kid, or at
yes,
least more of the.
yes, he's the young Avenger Patriot.
Yeah.
exactly.
But cause you know my favorite thing in the book was how like it's alright, cool. He's locked up for 20 years or whatever it is. When he gets the pardon, no one's allowed to know. But like clearly the black community knew because like in his house there's like all photos of him like with Mandela, Ali, like Michael Jackson, like any famous sort of
Yeah.
black person in the last 30 years
Yeah.
like, in that house.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like as you would, right? Like
Absolutely.
and then
Captain America.
when he passes, I think he passes, and then like was it when Cat's and he's at some funeral. He's at some funeral, and like, all the other African American superheroes are it's like Bradley's here.
What do you mean, Cap's
Must be
funeral?
Cap funeral.
Yeah.
And then like the whitey's like who?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like so good, but like also like the Falcon interaction out of the house with the coppers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That was wow. I thought very well done. Like,
Yes, and it
very
has-
real.
It has a place.
Yeah, it
in
really
this,
did.
You know?
It's not
Yeah.
over the top.
Yeah.
Some flag waving, pushing some
We said
stuff.
it last week. It's grounded.
Yes.
It's- for everything that it is, and we're gonna go see Zemo and all this
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
And it's grounded. It really, and again, more of the blip stuff and a lot of with the was it the flag smashes?
Flag smashes. Yeah.
So you reckon he's gonna start injecting himself with whatever serum the Flag Smashers use?
Did you guys hear Power Broker?
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Yeah,
hear
I
that?
heard Power
Yeah.
Broker.
They mentioned Power Broker.
Yeah.
That's who
Yeah.
the Flag Smashers are running away from.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
Interesting.
That's where
Um,
the text was from.
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. You stole what belongs to me. I'm gonna kill you, kind of thing.
That's not the dude on the phone. Like, that's not him. Like,
No, it would have to be one of his guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because he
Yeah,
looked a
it's
bit
probably the
sick.
guy that was running on the tarmac for the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Mhm.
And you know, hopefully John Walker gets on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he probably gonna.
I think he'll do it because he needs it.
Yeah,
yeah,
he
well,
because
so he got
he'll get
kicked in
beaten
there.
up by the Flag Smashers,
Yes.
and he'll be like,
I need an edge. here.
yeah.
We didn't even talk about that truck fight. How great
Oh!
was that?
Excellent.
Like the only thing with the bit where he falls off and he lands on the car.
Yeah.
What is this person driving down the freeway? There's like 2 trucks in front of you with dudes jumping on the roofs.
He's gonna
having
get to work,
fights,
man.
and you just drive along.
Beep, beep.
Yeah.
I didn't even
And
think
you
of that.
don't
It's
just
so
stop
funny.
straight away. Like, whoa,
Maybe,
hell away from
maybe,
me.
he's on, maybe he's on the phone to the cops.
yeah. Oh, you're recording it.
Yeah.
Dash cam.
He's like, oh,
Dash
Yeah.
cam. You make a fortune.
Yeah, he's on.
Sell it to current affair.
At the start, when like I think you see, was the Falcon go on the front truck behind the front
Yes.
truck, and it's like, why isn't the other truck
Just
doing
doing
it?
something.
Yes,
Why-
yes.
But then I think, oh wait, the hostage
Yeah.
is in there, so it's
Yeah.
like, okay, that's why they're not
thing,
doing it.
But I did the same thing. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
it's
like you
weird.
land on the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Thank
Selective
you,
vision.
Steve.
Yeah. Great show, but like
Yeah.
Excellent.
2 episodes in, and I cannot say anything really bad about
And I
it.
was so annoyed when it ended with Zemo. I'm like,
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
more Zemo.
Right.
Give me Zemo.
2 weeks
Amazing
ago, they got me.
soundtrack, kind of flourish, like perfect
Yeah, yeah.
for Zemo. Just real fancy pants, like
Yes.
music.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Zemo, and then cut. No,
So
No!
just quickly,
Yeah.
Invincible soundtrack. Soundtrack.
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
spent
yeah.
some coin.
Sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
some.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Amazon.
Yes, they really spent some coin. Definitely. Back to Winter Soldier though. That scene with them two with Peg from
Yeah.
Everyone Loves Raymond when they're full interlocking legs and then they're staring. I was pissed myself laughing. That was gold.
there's some really good improv in there.
They're
you guys
bro-
having a staring contest?
Yeah.
Blink. They're
their
bro
chemistry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right. It's so good. So
When they're
good.
in that warehouse and they're watching his flag smashes,
Yes.
and Bucky's like, "I don't go in there." It's just like Lethal Weapon. You're
Yes,
watching
yes,
Lethal Weapon
yes,
with,
yes.
Yeah, it is.
Right there
with
behind you.
superheroes,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ah, so good, so
It
good.
really is.
Can't wait. More, please.
I was a bit off how they first like just interacted with each other, because it's like Bucky just shows down his eyes. What are you doing, man? And it's like,
Why'd you give the shield away?
yeah.
Oh, Bucky should just punch him in the face.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was hoping.
Just punch him in the face.
Old Bucky would have.
Oh.
He's evolved a bit.
Yeah, I love John Walker so
And it's
far.
it was mentioned before, but the White Wolf line
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, that was
You know,
excellent.
second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, like they're toying with doing something with that in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I think. But so great. Yeah. It's just the Winter Soldier. It's the same vibe as the Winter Soldier,
Yes.
like movie.
I want to see more of like Sebastian Stan. Like,
Well, this show's going to make him a star. I
it
think he's
it
the-
should,
gonna
but
be.
like Mackie is getting more of it at the moment. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. Have you seen that picture of him made up as next Mark Hamill? He's ready to go for
young Mark Hamill.
It's ridiculous.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the side by side. So yeah, get him in.
But
Mando.
I think Bucky's going to have a more emotional story, a more
Yeah.
authentic
yeah,
story
I'm just waiting for
over
it.
there.
You know, I'm waiting for it. Just
Well, the last episode, he's
Dude, that was deep as last
Yeah.
episode. That was some of the.
you mean the first episode?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first
yeah,
episode.
yeah, that,
There was some
And
hard
when
trips
the-
in that.
because it's
Falcon-
charismatic as far out. You know, like, yeah.
Sorry, Dave. It's after 10, or whatever the time it is now.
not live, I tell ya.
It's always Dave.
What else?
There's your time print.
All right, we'll talk about it maybe next week. Maybe some of these bums like to go see it. But Godzilla Kong, people go see it at the cinemas. I know it's coming to binge or something. I think next week or something.
really?
Next week?
Yes. Don't watch it at home. Go to the
I'm
cinemas.
going to the drive-ins.
It was packed. I went to Wetherill Park. I seen Harrison out there. G'day, Harrison. I was like, what's going on? I was like, oh, worst night ever. It's just non-stop. Like, it was packed, man. The movie was great.
Okay.
Well, the movie's actually not that great. It's great, but it just...
Popcorn.
No spoilers.
Is there
Yes.
a definitive winner?
No spoilers. Shut up, Dave.
Okay.
No spoilers.
After credit.
All right.
No.
Okay, good. You good.
Alright.
No spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's well. Shush.
I think
The fights are...
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah,
I need to watch
This
this
way.
as
We'll go this
possible.
way.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
they
Dana,
Talk
we're
about
going
it
this
next
way.
week. Very good. Recommend. Highly recommend.
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
She actually listened. I nearly fell off my chair. Thanks for listening, sweetie. Couldn't believe it.
One thing though, John
Yes.
Walker, I would like to see him not handle the shield as good.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
annoyed me.
That
He
bit
threw
at
that
the
way
start.
too...
Bucky
Yeah.
catch.
Yeah, like I feel like he should throw it at someone who bounce and it kind of just fall.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
bit at the start where it's just on
Yeah,
the
the
training
training
paddock.
thing,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was too...
It's like,
that was a
oh,
step
yeah,
too
pretty
far.
sweet.
Yeah, like it bounces back to him and stuff. I feel like Steve should you should look at Steve throw it and be like, no one else can do that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if he just took it with a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah, because
yes.
Steve can do that because he's.
He's
Yeah.
Steve.
He's
He
worried
hasn't
it up.
got- He's got the
And then
serum.
once he takes the serum, and
Yeah.
he's more...
You want to give me better than Steve?
Yeah,
no.
you know?
That's
Or if
right.
he just did it one by one, you know,
Yes,
like,
yeah, no,
that'll be
Yeah,
the
and
loop
we
around,
agree.
I agree,
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, eh.
Or should like a bounce, it doesn't always come back to him.
Yes.
Like it falls
Falls
on the floor
ground.
and
Yeah,
he
you
needs
have
to
to go pick it
roll
up.
over
Yeah,
there
yeah.
and pick it up.
Because he's not
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
We have to believe
Yeah.
that he's a normal guy.
Yes, yes.
Right? And I'm just not getting that with him.
Yes, yes.
Well, you got it from the first fight.
Yeah.
One punch into the car.
Yeah. It was cool to see him use a gun.
Yes.
And everyone is like, oh, he used a gun. So did Steve in the first
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Pulled out his Colt.
Oh, look, this
1911.
guy isn't a
He's a-
superhero. He is a soldier.
He's
Yeah,
a
that's
soldier.
Yeah.
Just like Cap was in World War One, or
Yes.
World War Two, sorry. And he would shoot people.
Yeah.
Great.
That was really good.
Yeah. Keep going.
What else we got, Dylan? Anything else?
No, we got a bit of time.
Alright, let's do
So
some
we can
toys.
cover the toys.
Alrighty,
Boys.
this week we've got some great NECA stuff, some Ninja Turtle 2-packs, animated series style. What do we got? We got Rat King and Vernon. Look at those boys.
That Rat King looks excellent.
It really does.
That Vernon looks. They both look great.
Man,
Vernon looks
so
excellent.
good.
Jeff Goldblum, that's amazing.
And Splinter and the Fly, back to Stockman Fly.
Back to
That's
Look
the
at
one.
them, these are so good.
Yeah, get rid of that rat
Yeah.
king.
That is awesome.
That's the
NECA
rat I want to
Turtles
see.
have been amazing. Both, they got the
Wow.
animated line and the movie line. They're both killing it.
It's the computer.
If you sort of
animated.
about vintage and you love
Oh.
turtles, I cannot
I gotta send
recommend
this
it enough.
Picture to Craig. Dennis brother's gonna love this.
Oh,
So
that's
good.
cool.
Wow.
And they also got some the Triceratops guys. We got them somewhere over here as well. Hang on.
You buying all these, Jace?
I'm gonna buy
Oh, that's a good split.
Splinter and the Fly, and I'm gonna buy Rat King and Vernon. I think I'm gonna pass on the Triceratops guys just because I don't have space.
And the Rock Dudes.
Holy moly, there's some weight to these
The
suckers.
Rock dudes, I think I'm gonna buy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Rock dudes are cool.
Because like General Krang and they have the Rock guys with
The
it.
driller things.
Yes.
That's so
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm glad they're not doing 2003 figures.
And just as a reminder, the Ninja Turtles game that's coming out soon, you need to have a look at that because it looks
Yeah.
excellent.
Oh, these look cool though,
How
James.
weighty are they? Yeah.
Yeah, I know they look cool, but I just don't think I can fit them on my shelf. I haven't completely ruled it out yet. It's looking unlikely though. Because I took home, I got me Toka and Razor movie ones the other week,
Oh, yeah.
and they're just sitting on the couch because the turtle shelf's in a problem.
On the couch.
Like, did you take him out of the pocket and
Dude,
just
Yeah, just the box is just sitting there.
It's not fun.
I got no. The turtle shelf needs a rearrange. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I hate that when the turtle shot.
But,
I know.
NECA. Speaking of NECA toys,
Exactly.
though, did we all see the Gargoyles figure?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have not seen a figure, just a one-off out of the blue figure, not no one's coming, and get so excited in a long time. Like,
Goliath.
I love Gargoyles, but not a huge Gargoyles fan.
No.
But I was like, that's an instant buy.
Yeah, I'm buying.
Like, it's the coolest
I'm
figure I've seen in a
buying.
long time.
Those
The
wings.
figure.
Dylan,
Oh.
you'll put a photo up. But
Yes.
Yeah, so
those
that-
wings, a couple of
Go-
multiple photos will be good for
Yeah.
that one because articulation.
And I
everything-
said to Jace the other day, like, I'm surprised Disney let them.
Yes.
But Gargoyles, I love Gargoyles. No, you didn't, but I really,
I
really
always
love
I always
Gargoyles.
enjoyed the cartoon, but
Mm.
not a huge enough fan to. Though, admittedly, I was so tempted back in the day to buy that Randy Bowen Gargoyle
Yeah, yeah,
statue.
yeah.
'Cause same thing, and that's what first I want to see this is like. Well, I didn't pony up the cash for a statue, but action figure can probably.
Yeah.
I could fit him on a turtle shelf somewhere.
This moves.
Yes,
maybe
maybe.
watching over the top.
Yes, I'll find somewhere for him.
I never watched that.
Gargoyles.
Is it on
It's on
Disney?
Disney Plus.
Disney,
Yeah.
yeah, you should
Highly
go back and
recommend.
have a look.
Very
It's
good.
what's his name? Wiseman. Like Young Justice guy.
Oh, Greg
Yeah.
Watson.
And yeah, for
Spectacular Spider-Man stuff.
it had a lot of depth for a kid's
Yes.
cartoon.
Yeah.
It was sort of
Like,
more.
I didn't get most of it.
It was
but-
more like on a Batman animated series level.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
A lot of like
Dark.
very political, but not too
Yes.
political. Like, and it was very
Better,
good.
better than your average Saturday morning
Absolutely.
dark toy
Tones.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Really, really
very
good.
dark.
Yeah, up there
tones.
with Batman.
It was very good. Gargoyles was a very good,
Yeah.
very good cartoon. So yeah, I'm buying this Goliath.
Mm.
It's so good.
No, for sure.
We won't talk too much about it, but we were talking, me and Fomi, talking, action figures spoilers and whatnot.
Ah, yes.
They're getting out of hand.
Yes.
Because there was one that Fomi linked us. Did you guys have a look at that?
What was it?
Just to make sure. It was to do with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, that was me. I linked to it.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. You haven't seen it. It's alright. We
Good.
won't talk
No, you
about
can
it.
talk about it.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't remember
It's
it.
spoilery.
It's like the Marvel Legends.
Ah,
The 2-pack
Yeah.
because it's a like comic book Winter Soldier, which has got some of the biggest
Yeah,
gun
yeah.
I've ever seen. Which
Yeah.
is sensational.
the
then-
selects.
It's got him.
It was
Select-
it was a
Yeah.
select.
Select.
Yeah, not
It's a
Legends.
Yeah.
selects.
And then the Falcon from supposedly the show.
Yeah.
And he's-
Oh, within
Or
with
certain
the red and
comic
blue.
books,
red,
yeah.
white-
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
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 it's
yeah,
a kid.
yeah.
Okay, there was that, and there's like another one. I don't know if you've seen it. But I showed Jace.
Yeah, show me
Because I wasn't sure to send it to the
Because
group.
Nitin might stab him.
Yeah.
Spoilers! Rah!
Oh,
It's from
okay.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon Winter Soldier.
It'll probably be like a Zemo or something.
Or is it Zemo?
No.
Oh, is it a character we haven't seen?
No.
Well then, quiet.
Yes. We'll talk
Oh yeah,
about
they
it.
got to
We'll
get
do it
in.
eventually.
Yeah, they got to get in before Lego because Lego spoil everything.
Yes.
But this is out on the internet. You've seen it.
Yeah, I showed it to Jace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're probably gonna
I'll
see
show
it
you.
very soon. Anyway.
Oh, show me, show me.
Yeah, I want to know. What
And
the
Nitin's
hell
going to
it
stab us.
is. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
he
not
won't
even
know.
that surprising.
Yeah, I
I
just.
don't even think Nitin would care.
Yeah.
But I,
Hey,
yeah,
we'll see.
You just get stabby. What's going on?
Live test.
Where's my knife?
We did
Oh, that's why you put all the scissors over there.
Yes.
Dang it.
documentation.
I was using the box
Oh, wait,
cutter.
it wasn't in our chat because it was Dylan.
No, it was. Yeah,
Yes.
we
That's what I'm
haven't
saying.
seen
Like,
this.
yeah.
If you
I've
need
seen this.
motive, it's right here.
While we're looking at that, there was
Yes.
also MODOK.
Yes.
Oh, the Modok.
Modok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
looks good.
MODOK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, who
Come
does
out
the
on-
voice from him?
Patton Oswalt.
Pat-
That's it.
Oswald.
It's like it's so familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you'd mind that, Nitin.
No.
But
It
I was like,
seems
I'll
a
just
bit-
be sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Because it feels like it might have been a big reveal.
Yeah. But at the same time, sort of,
Oh.
yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah. It's not.
it's
Oh,
expected.
really?
Yeah.
Until a point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
You
Patton
see
Oswalt.
what it is?
Well, he knows.
Yeah.
He sends it to me.
And I think
him.
just glad
His
that
name.
went all the way around.
His name.
Don't know. Don't break the
His name.
cipher.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah, come on.
I think Patton's also had quite a bit of creating as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because he is a massive.
Yeah, I think
contributor.
isn't he like basic executive producer or
Yeah,
showrunner as
yeah.
well, or co-showrunner?
'Cause he was on
something like
Agents of Shield as well.
I do love the art style.
The art style's very
Blade
robot,
Trinity?
robot
Yeah.
chick. Yeah, Blade Trinity.
Yeah, it's very Robot
that.
Chicken.
She's
Chicken.
fantastic.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Good comedy style, but yeah, there's a.
It looks great.
There's a couple of trailers out. There's a couple of different links. So yeah,
Couple clips as well.
Uh,
yeah, a couple
And
of
it
links
looks-
as well.
It looks a little kiddie, like the animation
Yeah,
style,
yeah.
like very Robot Chicken, like that
Yeah.
claymation-y sort of stuff.
And then there's blood splatter
But-
on the wall. So
yeah, but it's so bright and pink and like
over the
Robot-
top.
yeah.
Robot Chicken stuff is always kind of ugly,
Yes,
but all the character models are nice.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pretty,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
they're
yes.
clean.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
true.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
this is probably
Backgrounds are
specific
more
made
robot.
for the show.
Yes.
Robot Chicken were just
Actually,
toys that they
they
used.
They put blue tack
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
face
yeah.
or whatever.
Where backgrounds are probably more Robot Chicken.
'Cause it was
and
just-
then really polished characters.
Yeah.
Toy Fair Toy Theater
yeah.
on a show.
Yes. I would have sued if I was Wizard.
I think one of the dudes from
Yeah,
Wizard was part of the
Wizard
show.
reference.
Yes,
Love
yes.
What's this? What's Toy Theater?
Ah, that's
Okay,
Robot
so-
Chicken.
This
Oh,
this
really?
relates to Wizard.
Yeah,
Wizard had an offshoot magazine of just toys called Toy Fair.
Yes.
But even before the Toy Fair magazine
It was a
existed,
little
Yes, that's
section.
right.
Twisted Toy Fair Theatre was one of the Wizard. They had their casting couch thing. Casting
Oh.
couch. Casting call. It might have had that. I don't know. Those offices are Wizard. No wonder they got shut down. They had the casting call section. They had the top 10 artists and writers, top 10 back issues. I'm trying to move right along.
Had a price guide.
Yes. Wizard.
So they had sections every week, every month. And one was Twisted Toy Fair Theatre. And it was just Migos, basically, originally, and then the other figures. And just, like, a comic strip.
Oh.
So it was just Robot Chicken, but as a
Yeah.
comic.
Yeah, and like one of the
okay.
head guy that wrote that created Robot Chicken was Seth Rogen.
That's
Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Seth Green, whatever. Seth's
One
everywhere.
of the Seths.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane.
No, I don't talk about him. He's got no talent.
No, he got no talent until he did Star Trek, actual Star Trek.
Nah.
But
I've
all
watched one episode that.
It got more serious in season 2,
Oh,
and I liked it more.
The one episode I thought was more serious than I expected. I just thought it'd be just a straight up parody show, but it wasn't. I was
No.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
But
more.
I
It's
just
more
don't
of
like him. I
homage.
just want to punch him in the face. He's got one of the most punchable faces in Hollywood.
You watch much of it, Nin?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
A million ways
But it's
to
very-
No, I would never watch that.
It's very Star Trek.
It is.
Like in the first episode where they come and land on somewhere, I'm like, I've seen this in Next Generation. Like this exact place they've used in Next Generation. I'm like, it was very, very good homage to Star Trek.
It gets even better. Season 2, it gets more serious.
Cool.
And you know, at the time, Star Trek Discovery was coming out, and I did one episode of that, and was like, "This is not Star Trek. It's
Yeah.
like, it's about war, and you know, like Klingons are evil. Like Klingons have never been evil. They've always been like the adversaries, and they're at odds with the Federation sometimes. But it's a bit more open than just they're the bad guys.
Yes, they're just a bit more.
Warrior race.
Warrior race,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually, next gen, you know, they work towards peace and stuff. But in Discovery, it's just, oh, Klingon's a bad guy.
And weird looking,
Yes.
time period where how they look that weird.
Yes.
Geez, they did some changes in like 2 generations of people. Like they've changed the way they look 2
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
That was my problem with that show. Oh. And the whole thing just looked more like Stargate.
Yes. It was like Stargate Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
And then Orville came out, and it's Star
That
Trek.
fight, when she walked that Starfleet logo into the
Yeah!
that planet, I was like, I'm never watching this show again.
To call for help, they're stranded on a planet. And to call for help, they walk in a line, and another line, another line,
And
another
make
line.
the Starfleet logo
It's
so
a
you can
star-
see it from your
There was
station.
no rocks to write help out.
No, well, you don't even know. Like, they're walking and when they get to, obviously, the bit where 2 lines, oh, no, we've gone in a circle. Oh, and then they pan out, and it's a big Starfleet logo. I was like, not possible. Not possible.
And also,
You can't just walk that in.
Yeah, when you get to the
Yes.
point, you'll be like, okay, 180. It's like,
Yeah.
and what, they gotta see this from orbit?
Yeah.
How big is that logo?
That's where you start disbelieving this show?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was it. I was done. I was like, nah,
I
rubbish.
love it.
Replicators, transporters, all good.
I was lost instantly when the science officer doesn't want to do any science.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to go out and find things or discover things.
Well,
or...
that was like McCoy's deal anyway, right?
No,
He's
no,
a
medical.
doctor.
the
He's
doctor,
medical.
doctor.
He did his doctoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
He just
He's
didn't
more
want to go.
cautious
He-
because
he
he's
just-
a doctor.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Dave.
He's just a smart man.
Yeah, he didn't want to leave the
I'm
ship.
going off here.
Yeah. Like his personality, that alien
I'm
guy,
wearing a red shirt.
is really cool.
Yes.
Really cool. He should have been a security officer.
See, I can handle.
Because you want your paranoid guy to be I think the backstory for his race was they were all hunted or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they have like this pronounced kind of prey complex. So they can kind of sense danger or
understand.
something.
But you can't be
So-
a scientist and not
No.
want to do science.
No,
and
he
do-
shouldn't be
do
a
new
scientist.
Stuff.
He should be a security officer.
that would work.
Because essentially he could have like a spider sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that guy's sus. I don't like him.
For sure.
Or like, I don't like this situation. Let's not get into it. But he's a science guy. Science is literally, what is that? I don't know what it is. Let me poke it. And he doesn't want to do that.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. Oh.
Rubbish.
Yes. Let's not talk about that show because
Yes.
I can go on forever.
Alright.
Oh, it's about donuts! Give me that! Give me that donut!
Calm down.
What else are we talking about?
Donut?
That's about it. KC Donuts.
Go to
they
Red
alright.
Rooster to
They're
get
very
your
good.
fried chicken. You go to KFC to get your donuts.
I know.
Oh,
It's like the first time ever I went in KFC and didn't order chicken. I felt dirty. I think I'm gonna go then, like after this, and make up for it.
this is so good.
They are very good.
Oh,
They're better than I expected.
Should we want that for you, buddy?
Mm,
I love cinnamon donuts, and these are cinnamon donuts.
it's just weird.
I'm
Like,
wondering
like-
how the name originated, donut.
Alright. Get that.
We'll come back next week, Dave. That's
Mm.
your
That's your homework,
buddy.
Yeah, because I'm thinking it must have been originally like dough noughts, like zeros.
Nut, because it's like nuts and bolts. A nut goes on the bolt, it's a circle kind of shape.
Circle takes a square.
Do your homework.
All right,
Probably just
doing homework.
a for a different language.
Sometimes it's spelled dough as in like dough.
All right,
But sometimes it's just D-O.
okay,
Come back to
I'll
us,
do it. I'll do an assignment
Research.
for next week.
Homework.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Alright.
That
Anything
is
else?
that is the end of this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe.
Comment.
And subscribe.
Yeah,
And like-
to the gentleman who said Cap's old shield
Yes.
was in the Smithsonian, I could not find it.
Yeah, I couldn't see it either.
If you could give us a timestamp or even a screenshot with like,
Oh, now you want our loyal listeners to do your work for you.
Yeah, no.
I looked,
Go back.
I looked,
Nah, you didn't do a
I
good
looked
job.
3 times.
Nah.
2 lots of homework.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I want a screenshot, Dave.
And yeah, comment.
Please help.
Comment.
Yeah.
Or,
Are you an art guy or are you a writer guy?
or girl.
Or girl?
Or it.
Person.
Or
them.
whatever.
Entity. Is that better?
BT.
Entity.
Carbon-based life form.
Carbon-based
There we
life
go.
form.
No, that
Earthian.
I'm not limited to carbon based.
Silicon-based life
Silicon
form.
based. Yeah.
I'll wait.
Earthian.
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 It's one planet, peoples.
Okay.
Alright, it's late.
Bye.
We're going home.
See you, peoples.
See you later.